identify what world you live in, I would consider that a victory. We're getting up there in age, buddy. Let's not worry about things we can't control. Let's just try to keep our functions about us.
Well, are you saying we shouldn't have an opinion on anything we can't control?
No, but I don't want you to start worrying about 20 years down the road. You're concerned about looking at a picture. We'll be lucky
20 years down the road, we'll look back at this era and we'll say, what in the hell were they doing? Just as we look back at fashion right now, general fashion in the 1970s, and say, what in the world were we doing?
And I'm sure there'll be a lot of changes along the way. The Billiken we see now won't be the same Billiken in 20 years. The uniforms they're wearing now will be changed. But I'm saying you and I, 20 years from now, we'll be lucky if we can digest our own food.
Well, I don't know. I'm not real concerned about this Billiken logo.
You're going to have to get Robin fed.
I don't have to look at that.
So that's number 4, the Cardinal road hats, ball caps. Number 3, the Rams uniforms, number 2, and the Missouri uniforms, number 1.
That's the number 1 concern on the uniform issue front.
Well, who are you going to hold accountable?
I don't know.
Tom Herman? First question at the press conference?
Yeah. Can we please get back to some reasonable outfits?
So you figure that 20 years from now, you're going to be around the Thanksgiving table, and you're going to be like, let's break out the Missouri football scrapbook.
Yeah, we'll have music.
What team is this from 20 years ago?
We'll have the fight song. We'll have the fight song playing on a phonograph. And we'll piece through the pages of a tattered old yearbook.
Look at these photographs. I can't tell who's playing.
That's it. I'm going to have to get more stupid so I can follow your line of reasoning.
This is the one.
Honey, I think you're right. This house has everything we've ever dreamed of. A huge master bedroom, an open kitchen, and a backyard with a fire pit and built-in grill.
I can't believe it. Finally, our dream home. It's absolutely perfect for us.
We owe our realtor big time.
No, you don't. We're just doing our job. At the Jeff Lotman Group, helping you find your dream home is our top priority, bringing people and properties together. Call us at 314-406-8911 or visit us online at jefflotman.com.
I get asked all the time by people, if I'm in an accident, what should I do? And while yes, you should call the police, exchange insurance information, and take pictures of the scene, all those things are important. But the most important thing you need to do is hire a personal injury lawyer. This is Doug Biggs from Longo Biggs Injury Law. And if you've been hurt by someone else's negligence, don't take on the insurance company yourself. Insurance companies have teams of people and a playbook designed to keep you running in circles so they can pay you as little money as possible for your accident claim. If you don't have a lawyer, they know you can't bring your claim to court, and they will never give you full value. We recently took an offer from an insurance company without a lawyer on the case from $12,000 to $200,000. You can't get that kind of result without an attorney on your case. Even if you don't hire us, you need to hire a personal injury attorney. Check us out online at longobigs.com.
The Illinois Recovery Center is dedicated to providing precise and authentic care to those seeking help and treatment. Recovery, it's not just a goal, it's a transformative journey. At Illinois Recovery Center, you'll find an unwavering commitment to provide the support, guidance, and personalized care you or your loved one needs to rediscover a life filled with purpose, strength, and lasting renewal. If you or someone you know wants more information about the Illinois Recovery Center, please call 888-472-9559 or visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com.
Bet like the pros with the world's largest sports book right at your fingertips. Circus Sports is now available in Illinois. Hi, I'm Derek Stevens. I've been a lifelong sports bettor, and I'm the owner of Circus Sports. We're excited that the Circus Sports app is now ready for action. Experience big app bets with high betting limits, tight money line splits, and more. Now you can download, fund, and bet like a pro from anywhere in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com. If you or someone you know may have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Rosalita's Cantina is known for having the best patio and the best Tex-Mex in town. From carne con cerveza to shrimp diablo, the amazing menu at Rosalita's is full of classic Mexican dishes. Plus, it's always time for a margarita. Rosalita's has the most delicious house and specialty margs in town. Enjoy happy hour specials Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 and brunch at the DePere location on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 to 3. Check out RosalitasCantina.com or visit the downtown or DePere location today. Time to get your fiesta on at Rosalita's.
I'm Tim McKernan here with Action Jackson talking to you about Mark Hanna. TMA listeners have a lot to think through financially.
Whether you're like me and just getting started with your financial planning or you're already retired, call Mark Hanna.
It all starts with a 15-minute phone call to discuss your needs and design the right strategy for you and your future.
Visit evergreenstl.com or give Mark a call at 314 314-889-0503 today. Mark Hanna offers securities through Equitable Advisors, LLC, member FINRA, SIPC, a broker-dealer. Equitable Advisors, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Evergreen Wealth Strategies is not a registered investment advisor and is not owned or operated by Equitable Advisors or Equitable Network.
If you want a first-class, top-of-the-line, high-quality interior remodeling job, you know who I'm going to suggest. Collier & Thompson. Known for their kitchen and bathroom remodels, Collier & Thompson is where you go when you want your remodeling job done right the first time. Collier & Thompson doesn't just do large remodeling jobs. They do plenty of man caves, bars, offices, pretty much anything inside your home. Check out their 10,000-square-foot showroom next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House on Manchester. Let them bring your dream remodel to reality. CollierandThompson.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here with James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. James, I love getting emails from listeners who support the sponsors. Got one from a client of yours who switched, and you immediately saved him $1,000, and it meant the world to him.
The area that we're really having an impact on people's finances are people with drivers under the age of 25. We are seeing material savings for these types of clients, hundreds, if not even thousands of dollars per year.
James Carlton, Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency, 314-961-4800, or go online at carltoninsurance.net.
The Midwest Drag Racing Series presents a night of fire and thunder. Saturday, June 29th at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Jet dragsters, funny cars, and ground-pounding pro mod. Plus the Route 66 Twilight Cruise and Car Show. And for the first time ever in St. Louis, a jet dragster car burn. The biggest cutting torch will completely annihilate a full-size sedan in a shower of flames and sparks like you've never seen. And to top it all off, the first big fireworks show of the summer. Brought to you by Illinois Tourism and Downstate Illinois. Saturday, June 29th. Details and tickets at www.raceway.com.
The choice of a lawyer is important and shouldn't be based on an ad.
After a serious car accident, people have two questions. Why me and what now? Well, no one knows why you, but I'm Terry Crouppen, and my law firm Brown & Crouppen sure can help with the what now. Car repairs, medical bills, lost wages, pain and suffering. We're Brown & Crouppen, and we've got all those answers. All you have to do is call 222-2222.
The Tim McKernan Show podcast, featuring long-form interviews with people from the world of sports, politics, and entertainment.
And our guest today, Bill McClellan. Thanks so much for coming in.
Hey, my pleasure, Tim.
What's up, Caden?
Hi, how are you?
Joe Buck, our guest today.
Man, it's like I haven't seen you in years.
More than 500 episodes and counting, and it's available wherever you get your podcasts, including the TMA STL app. Get the app now at TMASTL.com. Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day. Rise and shine, St. Louis. It's the Brown & Crouppen Morning After on KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. At the Morning After STL on YouTube and on TMASTL.com with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, The Plowboy, and Action Jackson.
7:07 in St. Louis. You're listening to TMA. It's presented to you by Brown & Crouppen. Welcome, friends, to the Munganast, St. Louis Acura, Munganast, Burkhardt, Alton Toyota. 7 o'clock hour. Let's call in today. Let's really focus on the phone lines, Doug, after a 3-day weekend and see how everybody's first few days of summer went. I would imagine sundress season was on fire in the St. Louis metropolitan area. 636-9004 TMA, Collier and Thompson phone lines. And the South City Sporting Goods text inbox, 314-881-TMA5, and email in for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. Only 1, 2, 3, 4 more emails of the month for May.
Okay.
That's correct. And JV Golf Coach has come back to take the lead on Brian Henshin and Buck Swope. So that's going to be a fun battle as we head down the stretch of the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day. So, Doug, it's all fun, and it's all happening right here on the morning after.
Sure is. Good times in sundress season.
Clip that off.
Yeah.
This week, though, is going to be like spring.
Well, it is still spring.
Yeah, but high 70s, low 80s all week.
Perfect.
Morning, boys. Our car got pummeled by baseball-sized hail on Sunday coming back from Joplin. Back window busted, front windshield cracked, dents everywhere. Hope everyone else had a better weekend. That's from Jake Reynolds, who's usually like the pastor of the YouTube chat.
Is he really?
Yeah, he gives you uplifting feelings. Yeah, our cars got hit hard on the storms on Sunday night as well.
Dimpled? They get dimpled?
Really? I filed a claim with the great James Carlton this morning, as a matter of fact.
You park your cars outside? I thought you had a 2-car garage.
Always nice to go into, but we were outside.
Well, nobody's going to find your house. There's a lot of two-car
Actually,
garages.
you'd be surprised.
Hey, he's got a two-car garage. We know where he lives.
I thought it was a carport situation.
It is a carport. Remember that? CarltonInsurance.net. James Carlton, Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. Yeah, I filed the claim this morning, as a matter of fact. Probably took for both our cars. Took about 5 minutes. I saw James yesterday.
Did you?
And was talking it over with him, and he said like 20 people on a holiday had already filed hail claims.
I bet.
James Carlton, 367 five-star reviews for him. He's my insurance agent. CarltonInsurance.net. James Carlton, Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. Yeah, hail damage galore, I would imagine, around the area. Did you get hit?
We did. No damage, though.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice break.
I've always wondered why it isn't easier to get something to put over your car when you know hail is coming to protect it from the hail. I know they do have hail blankets, but you don't hardly ever see them, and they must be hard to get on a car in a hurry. Wouldn't you think if you owned a car dealership and you had several $1 million worth of inventory out there, you'd come up with a quick way to get those cars covered and protected from hail?
So you're looking for like a Brock umbrella for your car?
Yeah, something.
Why don't we invent that after we're done with the nuclear fission?
Maybe something like a window shade that pulls out of the back of your fender, and you can pull it up over your car and give you some protection.
I have something like that for ice. Like I can put this sheet over my windshield for ice, and then in the morning I just rip it off like a magician, and all the ice is gone.
We had a guy in our complex, even though we didn't get any hail. I guess they said hail was coming. And we have, there's always 30 old mattresses out by the dumpster. I guess people just leave and move out, leave their mattress there.
That's nice.
And I saw a guy and his wife or girlfriend carrying 2 mattresses, and they put them over the car.
Well, makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not a great look, but it'll protect you from damage.
Yeah, it did. It covered the front and the back.
Yeah.
Wow. That's good.
Okay, Frank.
Well, it's ingenious.
Mm-hmm. We don't always have
Carl
time
says
to do that.
carports, duh. I like that text.
Carports, duh.
I don't know what it is, but I like it.
Early title of the segment.
Yeah.
Carport, yeah, it's the
Leader in the
early
clubhouse.
favorite. Leader in the clubhouse. Posted a number. We'll see if Davis Riley can chase it down.
Yeah, well, if you can get to a garage or a carport, then it's not an issue. But if you're just out in the middle of nowhere,
I wonder what the hail at the lake smells like. Maybe Jackson knows. That's from Larry Thornton.
oh,
I don't know.
hail has no smell.
Bring that topic up again.
I assume it smells like rainwater. I don't know. I avoided
guess.
most of it. Wasn't that bad around me. At least I didn't hear anything.
Todd Racing says he threw some moving blankets on the wife's car.
Yeah, that would help, I'm sure.
The problem is anything that's car size is hard to store. Like a big blanket for your car. Imagine how big that would be.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess you wouldn't really need it on the sides, right? Just the top.
The sides can get damaged, though.
They can, but not as likely as the top. Hood, trunk area.
Right.
Ooh, somebody just flushed the toilet next to us. That's brought to you by Schaefer Door Company.
Early and often.
KG, was it a gentleman or a lass?
Unsure right now. Keep my eyes peeled.
Yep.
Smells like a dude.
Oh, God.
Doug, somebody just emptied their bowel next to
No, they
us.
shouldn't have. Get yourself regular.
The smell permeated down towards the booth.
I'll say Rafe.
I think it was Rafe.
They're probably on the air.
That's fair to blame someone that we haven't seen.
Congrats, Iggy.
It wasn't really. That's a nice hit. Yeah, I probably paid 8 to 1.
I think he's the only one from that show that uses that bathroom. Everybody else goes down the hall to the other one.
Ah, you had inside knowledge. That was a nice conversion. 8 to 1 hit. If you're interested.
Very well done.
Schaefer Door Company, sponsor of our 9 o'clock hour, and
know my
sponsor
urine.
of the flushing toilet next to us. Schaefer Door Company. Hey, even though it's not Monday, it is a 3-day weekend that we're coming off of. So if you had a garage door issue over the weekend, go to schaeferdoor.com, SCHAEFER door.com. They are a Master Clopay authorized dealer. And Jason Gosrau was in studio last week to tell the audience about what they do. It's schaeferdoor.com. So if that spring busts on your garage door, call or text 636-782-3608, and they'll get you the quickest response time. They service all kinds of garage doors for service and new installs, and they have Monday and probably today, Tuesday morning standby service for those doors that break over the weekend. They service commercial doors as well. If you run a business or warehouse with big, tall doors, Schaefer is experienced in these types of jobs. Go to schaeferdoor.com or call or text 636-782-3608. right? Schaefer Door is a Clopay Master Authorized dealer. They also deal with hail damage. So if you have hail damage from the weekend, work with SchaeferDoor.com, 636-782-3608. It's Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Munganess, Burkhardt, Alton Toyota, 7 o'clock hour. And Munganess is online at stlouisacura.com and altontoyota.com. And even if you didn't get your car from Munganess, get it serviced at Munganess, stlouisacura.com, altontoyota.com, 314-252-0029. That's how you can work with the great Jamie Burkhardt and Peter Munganess. And then in the service department, Ryan Seiberg. It's stlouisacura.com and altontoyota.com. And right now, a deal for TMA listeners, $589 a month, no money down. 48-month lease for a 2024 Acura MDX Premium at Munganess, sponsor of our 7 o'clock hour and Daily Fantasy Sports Showdown, stlouisacura.com, altontoyota.com. Doug, you were on a 5-game winning streak on the Daily Fantasy Sports Showdown.
I'm sure it's 6 now.
Oh, no.
Really? Why?
I don't even know if I had anybody make the cut.
Oh,
for
no.
6? You should win just for that.
I stopped looking after the first round.
Oh, no.
Well, you did all your research.
I did.
Got it right here.
What do you got?
Doug, keep it rolling, baby.
6 in a row.
6 in a row. And to boot, cashed $8.
Oh, my God.
for
It's
the
profit
children.
season.
That makes me so happy that someone is going to get maybe a Dorito or something to eat.
Well, it's still a net loss, but it's
Oh.
it's lessened. It's lessened.
Okay.
It's only a $2 loss as opposed to a $10 loss.
These aren't homeless people that we're making money for. You always say that.
it's the
feed the
children.
children. Feed the children. They're not starving.
How do we know?
Well, I'm happy when you win if you cash.
I just did.
So I'm happy.
Doug had 2 guys in the top 10, top 5, matter of fact. Bastard and Colin Morikawa.
So what was my point total?
355.5 to Iggy's 243.5.
243.
So
Bill.
Doug takes a 2-goal lead.
Oh, gosh. You know, when I pick mine blindly, 6 straight wins in a row.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Red hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wasn't a great field.
That doesn't matter. Play by the same rules.
Scotty Scheffler, another second.
As long as some food can be shoveled to a single child, I'm happy with the W.
As you should be.
The big week, Kevin Kisner made the cut.
Why does that make it a big week?
I think he finished last, but he made the cut.
Got this email yesterday, loving the skeleton. This segment playing on TMA all day. Doug, it was at 3:56 p.m. yesterday. Were you listening to the skeleton
No.
at 3:50? Is one of the best all-time. Porta potty guy, followed closely by a Tucker call. My vote is to slot this sode in at Sinbad frequency. Enjoy your Memorial Day, boys. That's our Matt Leonard.
Okay, thank you,
You
Matty.
send that in, telling us to enjoy our Memorial Day. That was yesterday.
Yeah, he sent it in yesterday at 3:56 p.m.
Wow, we weren't even here.
Well, maybe he's thinking we were checking our email.
That's nice. It's nice to hear some compliments. There is no, despite popular opinion, that like Sinbad gets more 3x play as other things. Everything plays about the same amount, unless it's like something brand new that we want to play a bunch more at the get-go. Everything else kind of just plays once every 8 to 9 to 10 days.
Oh, does it?
So not necessarily like a frequency, but I'm glad people are enjoying it, especially on a holiday weekend.
Sure.
You know, when they're used to Mondays, you're used to having TMA on.
I mean, I don't recall that segment. Porta potty guy followed by a Tucker call. Sounds like a good one.
Sounds great. Yeah.
Was it
Sign me
Tucker
up.
as Tucker or Tucker as somebody else?
Matt Leonard call in. Callier and Thompson phone line 636-900-4 TMA, and we're going to move you to the front of the line. Is there somebody on hold?
Looks like caller Ellen is currently talking to Chairman Kurt.
Huh.
And then once their conversation is over, she will be on hold.
She's going through the pre-call interview process right now?
Green room.
Right, the questionnaire.
She's been screened. It's good to go.
Okay.
Caller Ellen, welcome via the Callier and Thompson phone lines here on TMA. It's presented to you by Brown and Crouppen.
Hey, boys. I hope you had a nice weekend.
Well, same to you, LZ.
Thank you. Thank you. May I ask 2 golf questions that have been on my mind for 2 weeks?
Doug is not taking questions right.
It's really not Doug. I think it's more you, Tim.
Okay. He understands match play.
Well, that's what I heard, even though I don't know what that is. But so 2 questions. One, so you sports have gotten me into watching golf. Thank you. And I am wondering how Scotty Scheffler, when he tees off, his feet move. Like nobody else's feet move like his do. His front foot totally like comes up and sort of jerks.
Scotty
and
Shuffle.
everybody else seems to have it planted. So what's going on with that? Is that normal?
It's very rare, but since he hits the ball so well, his coaches have not wanted to mess with it. Yeah. It's a very unique move. I would imagine if somebody was starting out in the game, their instructor would say, "Oh God, what are you doing? You can't do that." And then you see him do it and becomes the best player in the world.
Kind of like batting stances in baseball.
From what I've
Rod Carew.
Different stances works for different people.
From what I've heard, it was a drill that like helped get his back hip through quicker, and he really liked the drill and the feel of it, so he just kind of kept it.
Okay.
That's what I've heard. I'm not positive
so
that's
off
the exact
balance,
reason.
You know, when you watch it, you're like, how is he getting any, sort of torque or anything? Because his body is moving the whole time. But anyway, so thank you for answering that. And secondly, I've heard him say a couple of times, and maybe other people too, I don't know. But, first of all, everybody talks about how competitive golfers are, and clearly they are. But then there also seems to be this other side, and it always seems to be mentioned with regard to Dustin Johnson, like he's happy to not make the cut and go get on his boat or something. But is he known as somebody who's just not, obviously has more money than he'll ever be able to spend? And is he not known as like a super competitive guy, or is it these guys know that like, oh, I'm nowhere near making the cut, so I'm just going to coast and leave?
I think it's a case-by-case basis. Dustin Johnson is certainly one of the most laid-back guys who plays professional golf at the level that he has played it at. He's won, how many majors has he won? Two?
Two, I think.
U.S. Open and the Masters?
He's been at world number 1 at one point.
Yeah, and he got a bunch of money from Liv, and he's around 40, so he's, I think he's more at peace with his situation, as he said when he went to Liv, as a number of guys did, and I think anybody in not anybody, but a lot of people would enjoy the opportunity to make more money and work less. So that's where he is. I don't think he necessarily lives to become the top golfer in the world anymore. So
I think it's more attitude, Tim. I think it's more attitude. I mean, just his attitude on the course makes it look like he doesn't care. When he does, he wants to win. And then you have John Rahm, who's throwing clubs and screaming at and so you think, oh, he's so competitive. It's just an attitude. I think he wants to win. It's just when he's out there, he looks like he doesn't care.
Yeah. Well, it's just interesting because we're closer to the pores, and I can't imagine not working. And Tim, you keep just trying to take on more projects, even though you obviously doing fine and wouldn't have to just work as hard as you do. And and Doug too. Doug, hello.
Yes,
hello.
hello.
Well, Doug loves the exposure of local television.
I want desperately to be famous.
I know you miss being TV's Doug Vaughn.
I do.
But it's just interesting to me. I can't imagine being 40 years old and just like, oh, well, I'm donezo. I would just go crazy. But that's me. Everybody.
No, I get it. It's a weird deal because understandably you're not going to hear, because even if you're not the sharpest person, they're aware how poorly it would play publicly. But one of the weirdest deals for athletes who make so much money and then they're done, in some sports they're done even well before 40, they're done in their mid-30s, they don't ever have to work again. Their entire lives, for as far back as they can remember, they were playing this sport and lived by competition and the working out and the mental training that went into it. And now they're done, and they got to be careful because you want to get into something. Oftentimes they'll get into some business deals that they might not necessarily be as well versed on as in comparison to their sports background, and they, out of boredom, can blow it. But they get bored. It's a weird spot. You're not even halfway through your life, and and you're set. So you don't need to do what, many of your peers are doing, which is going to work, even if their peers are, in the 1% themselves. They still have responsibilities and aren't in a position at 35 where they're sitting on $50 or $100 million. I mean, it's a problem nobody wants to hear about, so they don't talk about it, but that's a thing. And Dustin Johnson's probably got hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank. So, yeah, if he has a bad first round, now in the case of the PGA Championship, he actually made the cut. But I'm sure I doubt he lost a lot of sleep on that Thursday night, I guess is what I'm saying. Whereas some other guys, I think, are like Tiger Woods, for example, probably doesn't have a chance to win it and knows it, but I think is just consumed with competition. It just depends on how you're wired. And some guys want to make the absolute most of what they have, and other guys are just kind of at peace with what they've got, especially if they've got ridiculous wealth and would rather spend time on a boat or something like that.
Right.
And you know what?
Yeah.
I kind of envy that.
But I would do terrible hanging out on a boat. Dear Lord. All right. Well, thanks for answering my questions. The Scotty Scheffler thing is really interesting to me. Again, I'm a total golf novice. I played golf like a long time ago when I'm terrible at it, but it's interesting to me, and so I'm just like, how in the world is he driving the ball that far with his feet not set? But
yeah, you got a fan here. Luke the Real McCoy just sent in this text. Caller Ellen, I'm in love with your voice. Doug, this is...
LZ.
Yeah, how about that? I don't know.
Wow. Thank you, the Real McCoy.
Could there be some chemistry there?
Thank you, Jackson.
You bet.
I don't know. I've got to go take my dog to doggy daycare, so, priority.
You're done with us now.
I'm sorry to bother you.
All right.
No, you're not bothering me at all.
Okay.
Doug, if you could sing me a Muni jingle one of these days soon. It's been way too long. And
You like Pirates of
Hamilton, and I'm just desperate for both. So when you get a chance.
Okay. I'll try to come up with one.
There's some Fiddler on the
All
Roof.
right. Pirates of Penzance is typically a favorite, but let you go.
Yeah. All right, there it is, Doug. That's caller Ellen on the Collier and Thompson phone lines with a couple of Scotty
Meet me at the Muni at Forest Park. Meet me at the Muni at Forest Park. This week at the fabulous Muni, the Pirates of Penzance. You'll walk the plank. You'll wish you were never a part of the show. Meet me at the Muni. Where? The Muni at Forest Park. Yeah!
Wonderful.
Sick. Oh.
Marty Monogamy says she sounds hot.
Oh.
Are we becoming an audio porn platform?
I could see that. Swingers, bulletin board, stock tips, and audio porn.
It's kind of been that way for a long time. We just have been slow to admit it.
Right. We should focus this show on one person. Like someone sends in their name for $800, and we keep mentioning their name when we're talking, so it feels like we're talking to them, and then they can get off.
Caller Ellen asked if I miss being television's Doug Vaughn. And I have to tell you, I saw a couple of people promoting themselves on this St. Louis Magazine A-list awards that are out again.
Oh,
so I said, I wonder who's in that this year. I went, and I am one of the candidates for television sportscaster. I haven't been there in 3 years.
But
I
your
want this
legacy,
one bad. I want this one bad.
That'd be great. I wonder if Dotem can build out that software to get you home again.
I'll give you credit because you didn't promote it. Everybody else on there pretty much promoted it every day.
He didn't promote it because he's not in.
I know.
It doesn't work.
I know, and somehow you still made it because you're still loved. But there's some people, there's some shows on there and some stations on there that, oh my God, they must have promoted the hell out of it. Hey, vote for us.
I think the people that do this, they have so many categories that they just have to rush through it, whatever they can remember. Those are the finalists. It must be.
Well, Riz is on there for a lot of things, and I know they don't promote it.
Well, you don't get anything for it.
I think you get a
I
plaque.
actually have a bonus clause.
Do you?
It's a plaque. You got to show up and pay $250 for the banquet.
And you have to pay for the plaque, too.
I don't know about that.
I do, because I won it one year, and they sent me a list. Here's a plaque with your name on it. It costs you $250.
I made it 2 years in a row, but I think Dotem just had some kind of algorithm thing that he just basically put me in there 8,000 times.
Yeah.
Because it was embarrassing.
I've worked in television for 11 years professionally.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite bit, Doug, is that people still think that you're in TV, and they'll come up to you and say, "Hey, I saw you on TV the other day."
Yeah, last
and
night.
You haven't been on in years.
I say, thanks for watching.
That's so funny. I hope people continue to do that forever.
Isn't that the same magazine the year that, was it 1380, that a transgendered co-host or host won?
Yeah.
And there was like 4 people from 1380
Yeah, I remember that.
on there.
Well, I want this one bad, having not been there since 2021.
You're going to have to beat out Kuz, I guess.
Guys, did I just hear algorithm? That's from Brian Henshin, who's monitoring the Colts camp.
Close enough.
Doug will lose to Greg Gazinski. That's
It
what
could be. He's tough competition.
Titanic.
Stu Titanic. I don't think he's been there since 89, 1990 maybe.
It's crazy they still nominated.
But again, it's a legacy play.
1380 The Woman was once nominated for Best Station.
Yeah, that was. I think that's when Donham got caught.
Oh, really?
Because it was one of the finalists that hadn't been on for like 4 years, and I think he put Biff and Show on there too.
I vote for Biff and Show all day long. Chairman Kurt, do we have an update on any matches that have been played? Any members of the Elite Eight?
None of the Sweet 16 matches were reported to me. I'm not sure if they got them in. I know some of the participants were out there. I'm not sure if they were just getting some work in or if they were official matches, but I have not had any reports come across my desk.
Doug, did you get any work in?
No, I got no work in at all.
That's why you didn't make it very far.
No.
Oh,
I know.
wow.
I know it is. I didn't make it far because I'm not very good.
It's because you don't get work in.
Yeah.
Well,
Chicken and egg.
even when I get the work in, I don't seem to improve very much. I really don't. It could be that I've hit the ceiling, and this is just as good as it's ever going to be. Probably is better than it's ever going to be as I get older.
What'd you shoot in that first round match? Like
83.
83 the first round.
Is it a
but then like a
15?
96, 97 second round?
in hurricane force winds.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You must be a low trash ball striker.
Well, no.
PCC.
If you hit it straight and get up and down, you can score well.
I brought a club in, Doug. You might be able to hit.
What's that?
Is that your 3-wood over there?
You brought a club in?
It's a driver.
Oh.
For those watching,
But it's
on
got. You're right,
YouTube,
though. It's got the head of like a 5-wood.
Why would you
Take a
bring
look
that
at it,
in?
Doug.
I just want to show you guys
Show and
what
tell too.
we used to play with back in the day. Like,
Yeah, I like this. A little show and tell, Doug.
Okay.
I think
All
show
right.
and tell's fun.
Is it a wooden club? It is, yeah. Oh, I got some of those.
There it is.
Yeah. That was a great club back in the day.
Ping I2.
Top of the line.
I told Jackson we need to take it to the range, and I got some old balls at home that I've collected. I got like a wooden case, and I probably got some DTs in there, some Titleist DTs.
Yeah.
Take a Titleist DT with that club and see how far you can hit it. I bet you can't hit it $170.
Oh, I don't know. The pros use those for many, many years. Remember, I think Jack Nicklaus was one of the last to switch from the persimmon woods to the metal drivers. And when he switched, I knew, well, that's it. That's it for the wooden clubs.
Apparently, conditions were less than ideal at Gateway yesterday. My buddy's got a rain check after the front 9.
Really?
It was a nice day yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was
When did it
perfect,
rain?
unless it was from the rain the night before.
Yeah, it could have been flooded.
I'm telling you. Yeah, we were, like I said, we were out, and it's the first time we were having dinner. My wife and my sons and my parents and my wife's parents, and, it got to a point where the hail was pounding the windows so hard, and then the wind kicked up. I'm like, oh crap, we might have a situation. So they had people evacuate from close to the windows and get in more into the interior. It was something else. It was super intense, as I'm sure is the case for many people in the area. And I saw in the Post-Dispatch this morning that a tornado was confirmed somewhere in South County.
I thought they had 5 confirmed tornadoes in the Channel 4 viewing area. I saw in the
Tornado
newsletter.
warning did go off.
Yeah.
It sure did, yeah. It's because there were tornadoes.
Yeah, but it was pretty close. Tornadoes going off. You don't hear sirens here.
I think if it's just in your county, it goes off.
Yeah.
If there's one in your county.
One confirmed. The watch would be that the conditions are likely for a tornado.
Right.
Warning means one is touched down.
Well, it went off in Maryland Heights. Didn't have much.
Well, you could have a tornado in Florissant or Oakville and it'd still go off in Maryland Heights.
I don't know what it is about Maryland Heights.
Was that a drop or was that Chairman Kirk?
That was me.
Okay, I couldn't tell.
Didn't get any hail. I haven't seen a cicada.
Well, what's going on in the Heights?
afraid to come over, I guess.
So you're saying you haven't seen a cicada? You've heard?
Well, just not in my complex. I was telling KG before the show that if you come down to go home, I'll take 270 to Page. And when you get off on Page, there's those woods off to the left. And you can hear them like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But the complex, nothing. Haven't seen one, haven't heard one. Which is great because I hear that they're very annoying.
It's hard to believe they're all over the place.
I know. And we're only about a week or 2 weeks left before they're gone, so maybe I got lucky.
Well, should we bring some in for you to look at?
No, I hear they're annoying as hell. I just sit outside and try to relax, and you have those things going off.
Well, they're just big flies.
Yeah, but they're noisy as hell.
Yeah. They really screech when you hold their wings, when you pick them up.
Really?
And they can't fly away. Yeah, they really start screeching. But, that's a story for another day, I guess.
Hello, St. Louis!
Hello, Larry.
Tim, did you see my text about my frozen protein hail bombs? That's from the recovering alcoholic.
What's that mean?
I don't know, but I just saw it from the recovering alcoholic. I don't know what that means. Christ, this cicada story again. Brian Henson not happy with the show's content.
Come on.
Thought he was monitoring the Colts. Don't they camp, about 2 months away, I guess?
Yeah. Now, are the cicadas all over the country, or is this just a Midwest thing?
I think it's just a Midwest thing.
But now next year they go someplace else.
Like a tour?
Well, I saw KMOV's on their website was talking about they're almost done here, where they will be next year.
I thought it was a 13 and 17 year.
So did I, but it said here's where they'll be next year. So
Well, I know there's yearly cicadas, but those aren't like the ones that make a ton of noise. The ones that come 13, 17 years are the ones who are screaming like the Dickens.
Yeah. That's quite a life to live underground, pop up every 13 or 17 years, just scream your lungs out, and then die.
Again with a cicada talk!
Oh, we like cicada
Aunt
chat.
Peg, that's...
Well, Doug just brought it up. Why don't you yell at him?
Yeah.
2020 fan page club champion, great ball striker. Yeah, cicadas and tornadoes scare very Midwest. Poor things to deal with. Oh, that was Sweet Kai looking down on us because he's in Cape Cod, but he issued a correction on his text. Yeah, cicadas and tornadoes are very Midwest poor things to deal with. It's Sweet Kai. A St. Louis native now looking down on us, Doug, from Cape Cod.
They don't even have tornadoes in Cape Cod, do they?
They got hurricanes. And they got also sharks, so...
Yeah, we don't have that.
I hope your girlfriend's next job is in Potosi for a year.
Easy. It's my guy.
Sweet guy.
I don't think they'll be taking a gig in Potosi. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you do in Potosi for a living.
Midwest thing. I was in Texas all weekend. 0 cicadas. Just heat and hot men. Mr. 63011. Sounds like you had a good weekend.
They get a lot of tornadoes in Texas, too.
But they have the hot men to offset that.
And sundress season just started, so think about that.
Jackson, did you have a cocktail party anywhere this weekend to see if it was sundress season?
Garden parties and such?
Aye.
Don't say and such.
No, because weather-wise, like Saturday was a perfect day. Yesterday was nice, but Friday and Sunday were real washouts, kind of. So cocktail and garden parties probably got postponed.
What do you mean garden parties?
I like that garden party.
You ever been to a garden
Ricky
party?
Nelson?
What the hell?
Like, someone's
backyard, you call that a garden party?
Right. Shared appetizers.
It sounds like a barbecue.
And maybe canned cocktails, yeah.
You know the year of that one, Tim? Ricky Nelson?
82 and forward. Ricky Nelson probably predates me. I can remember his sons Gunnar and Matthew. Do you remember After the Rain or Love and Affection?
No,
I think I like Love and Affection more. Great guitar riff. Sick. I might sample it for my next beat.
Okay. I would call a garden party just a party or perhaps a barbecue if something's on the grill. But don't ever use the term garden party in here again.
All right, heard.
Jackson took his best gal to Citizen Kane's on Saturday night. First time you were going.
I did. It was really good.
Of course it's really good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Great steak.
Yeah, filet mignon. It's delicious.
That's what you had, filet mignon.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, it was a lovely time.
Medium rare.
I get it medium.
Yeah,
That's how I like it. You know, and if someone has a problem with that,
yeah. Here come the beef snobs. Oh my God, you didn't get it the way you didn't get it rare. You're an idiot.
No, medium's fine.
Yeah.
I do have a problem with people ordering
Why would you have a problem
a
with someone
$100
ordering?
piece of meat well done
Why would you have a problem with someone ordering it the way they wanted it?
because you just ruined the steak.
In your opinion.
In a lot of people's opinion,
Well, it
and
doesn't
in
matter.
professionals' opinions who cook those steaks.
The only opinion that
You're
matters.
cooking all the juice and all the protein and everything out of it.
I don't know that you're cooking the protein out of it.
Yeah, you are. All the nutrients you're cooking out of it.
Well, but the only opinion that matters is the guy that's paying for it.
I guess.
LMAO, Kai, you probably live in Falmouth, which is the De Pere of Cape Cod. That's from Mr. Licks.
Is it?
He
it was
just,
right on the sound.
he just Googled cities in Cape Cod and came up with that.
A lot of cities there. Pretty small.
Sweet Sweet Kai says, no, sorry, Iggy, moving down to Delray Beach after this. Boy, he's had some tough spots.
News to me.
Delray
Cape
Beach
Cod
is
to
nice.
Delray Beach.
Boy, that's
I
really
found out
nice.
like the last 3 places.
The
he's
Sweet
gonna-
Sweet Kai's
he's-
got it all figured out.
Like the last 3 times he's moved, I found out via the South City Sporting Goods text inbox and not by him texting me,
Huh.
which is a real kick in the balls.
Well, if you're a travel nurse and you don't mind traveling and you're in that phase of your life, you can pick some great spots to go.
It's a great gig for if you're young and, you know,
Yeah.
in that situation. You make
You
great
don't have
money.
kids in school or
Right.
something.
You make great money. You can see the country. It's great.
Ledoux paying $60 for a medium steak is so on brand. That's from Jugs in
What does that
D.C.
mean?
I don't know. I
What
just
does
read
that
what's in the
mean?
prompt.
What do you like? What would
You got
be
a lot of
acceptable?
money, so you go and you buy expensive dinner.
Is it only fair to have an opinion in radio if you went to Webster or worse?
Hold on, if you went
Is
to
there wor-
Webster
is there-
or worse, what does
is
that
there
mean?
worse than Webster?
Like if I went to high school at Webster or worse, am I allowed to have an opinion? Otherwise, it's we'll get out of
Pretty
here.
elitist.
Like if I went to, boy, now I'm in a spot.
Yeah.
If I-
Try
Go
to
ahead,
pick one
fire
that's
one
okay.
at the pot.
Segman.
If I went to St. Charles West
Oh, he went right up to St.
no,
Charles.
You country Hoosier.
and I ordered a fillet for $60, would that be acceptable? Like what?
No.
At what point can I have an opinion or do anything?
We would have a narrative around St. Charles West where you're always going to go to Applebee's or something. I don't know. On some all-you-can-eat buffet trough.
It just seems like anytime I have an opinion, sports or otherwise, it's
We can connect it to
whatever
your
we'll
high school.
do.
Medium is a great temperature for someone who has 7-iron problems. That's from Mr. Siders, who vanquished Jackson in the first round of the Jennings Randolph Jr. Fan Page Club Championship.
Swing and a miss.
Everybody's a barbecue expert. Everybody who ever grilled a hot dog is a barbecue expert.
I just that's how I like my steak medium. If you're at a really good steakhouse, medium is kind of like medium rare. You know, it still has like a red center or pink at least. That's how I like my meat cooked. I don't want to even have the slightest
too.
risk of any issues.
coli,
No, I don't even want to have that risk. If that means I take one more bite of the steak per cut, then that's fine.
LMAOH, medium. That's from Chuck Scoop, or do you say Shoop?
I say
God,
scooper.
What are people talking about?
They don't like the fact you ordered a steak medium. That's what they're upset by. Because that's such a radical opinion.
Right. That's how I like it.
Boy, if you don't like it rare like I do, you're not a man.
Some cultures, like, you have to, like, all their food is cooked medium well or better or more.
Hunchback of Von Castle says beta boys love steaks medium. Is that true? Beta boys like steaks medium?
Well, that's what the barbecue snob would have you believe.
What else did you get at Citizen Kane's, Jackson? What a wonderful steakhouse it is.
Glass of red.
Nice.
Oh, that's right on point, too. God bless it.
What?
Did you just have water like someone from St. Charles West?
I like a glass of wine.
Why don't you leave him alone?
Yeah,
I just don't like what he's ordering. I don't like the order so far.
You like a glass of red?
There's nothing better than a nice Cabernet with a steak.
I got Pinot Noir, but it was still delicious.
Oh.
And it comes with a salad and
Of course
and
it
a
did.
potato. So I was really a meat and potatoes guy.
That's right.
But my lady friend got the soup. It was like a shrimp bisque.
Wait a
It was
minute.
delicious.
You get the filet, and
She
the
gets
only thing
soup?
you let her get is soup?
No, with
Like Campbell's out of the can?
Ooh, nice.
No, with the steak comes your choice of soup or salad and the side dish, which are mostly potatoes. And she chose the soup, and it was a shrimp bisque, and it was delicious.
Do we dare ask what high school she went to?
No, nor would I tell you.
Yeah, Jackson's operating smartly on the classified information train.
Yeah. But salad was good. Potatoes were good. Steak was outstanding.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed myself. It's cool,
Okay.
cool spot.
Yeah, it's a great spot.
I'd reckon that all the people chirping have 636 phone numbers. They're totally irrelevant to real life. That's from Glove Blogger. Or no, I'm sorry, it's Tervis Parish.
I think that's fair. You live west of 270. Your opinion is irrelevant.
Mr. Lick says the more important question is what wine did he get?
It was like a Sea-Sun Pinot Noir. I don't know.
Now, did you taste it? Did he bring you a taste and you sipped it and says, that'll do, thank you?
Absolutely not. There is not, like, what would I don't know any better, so just pour it and I'll drink it. I started at Manischewitz, and I'm here now, so what do you say about me? Hey.
Yeah.
Now, what was that
Medium
sound?
Pinot Noir, was he in the sundress? At the very least, he took the Rocchio? That's from Chairman Stephen Wild. Is Rocchio synonymous with strap-on?
I should have ordered a Salisbury steak, cooked like a hockey puck,
right,
and had an ice-cold white beer next to it.
Would have made you more relatable.
And gone to, gone to Afton, and then I could have an opinion.
Home of the Cougars, Doug. John
Yeah.
Goodman. Is there even a non-chain steakhouse in St. Charles? That's from Mr. Licks. Wasn't it like 90 in St. Louis over the weekend? Who the hell gets soup in the heat? Anyways, I like Doug's soup, which is to say I enjoy lapping sweat from his fuzzy belly button.
Oh!
That's from Colts beat reporter Brian Henson.
What's happening to him?
Let's go down to St. Charles. I think the new Napoli is in St. Charles.
Bar Napoli 3, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I think they have a Napoli fish there now. I think it's called Napoli fish.
Doug, do they have a Napoli?
I don't know about Napoli fish.
I'm sure St. Charles has a lovely steakhouse. I'm not trying to take a shot at St. Charles per se. I'm just saying.
It seems like
you went after the lake on Friday, and you come right back in here with the St. Charles take, and then it's kind of. I bet there's some Venn diagram.
I have nothing wrong with St. Charles. I really have nothing wrong with the lake. I'm just saying it seems like anytime I try to give an opinion on something, it gets thrown back to me like whatever Ledoux boy. And I'm asking, what public high school could I have gone to where I can have an opinion on something?
Doug, what's a good meat and potatoes public high school?
Yeah, Afton seems like
where
the
you
way
won't
I'm
get dragged for having gone there.
Brentwood High School.
Yeah, home of the Eagles.
It could be Brentwood, yeah. There's a little weak on the Hall of Fame front, but other than that, I guess it'd be all right.
Taking a shot at Gary Cornfield.
No, he was one that deserved to get in. I guess Brentwood, you could kind of be okay there, but you start talking Ledoux, MICDS, Burroughs. We can't relate.
You just mentioned two high schools that cost like $30,000 a year to go to, and Ledoux, which is a public high school, just down the road.
Yeah.
Citizen Kane's is like the Goodwill of steakhouses compared to what we have here in Dardenne. Or Doug, do you say Darden?
I always say Darden Prairie.
That's from Harrison's Brother Master.
What do you have in Dardenne?
Darden?
Bush's Wildlife is there, right? Isn't that in Darden
Probably
Prairie?
source the cow you eat right next to it.
That's more Defiance, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
Wine country.
Tell Mr. Licks my last does indeed work at Falmouth ER, but we stay in Mashpee. Don't get it twisted. That's from Sweet Sweet Kai.
Okay.
Sounds like he's going back and forth with Licks now, Doug. So many things are going on here in the Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Munganess, Burkhardt, Alton Toyota 7 o'clock hour. A lot of takes. Doug, do you have the EDF group hot take ovens at your disposal?
Yeah, I got them right here.
EDF, sponsor of those hot take mittens that Doug sports. And if you want to support the sponsors, EDF Group is the sponsor of the mittens. It's real simple. Do you have a fire extinguisher where you work? The answer is yes, you certainly do. So please email the EDF Group at fire@theedfgroup.com so a technician can come out and explain to your team how the EDF Group can save your company money. Again, that email address is fire@theedfgroup.com. The EDF Group is hot and will prevent your facility from having hot fires. Experience the EDF Group difference. Learn more at theedfgroup.com. Jackson, can you tell me where I can go wager on the Cardinals to beat the Reds?
Yeah, I got that right here in front of me, Tim. That would be Circus Sports, which is now available in Illinois. So if you live in St. Louis, Missouri, make the short drive across the river. Already live in Illinois, download the app today. Cardinals taking on the Reds. Kyle Gibson on the mound. Andrew Abbott on the mound for the Reds. Cardinals plus 116
No.
in the Navy caps, looking great. Over-under is at 9.5.
No fooling.
Here's a little stat for you. In the 10 starts for Kyle Gibson, only 2 games have gone over 10 runs. 10 runs or more. So only 2. A lot of low-scoring games for Kyle Gibson. Just keep that in mind. NHL tonight, Rangers, Panthers. Rangers are plus 151 to take a 3-1 lead on the Panthers. Panthers at home minus 166. The series price on that is New York minus 148, Panthers plus 128. And the more interesting series price, I would say, is Oilers plus 215 as the Stars minus 250 as the Stars have a 1-game lead on the Oil. And then U.S. Open odds are out. Scotty Scheffler. Competition, some of the other Illinois sports books, you can find them at plus 350. On Circa, plus 445. And then you take a look at guys like Victor Hovland and Brooks Koepka, both plus 1,600 on other sports books. Hovland plus 1,900 on Circa, Brooks plus 2,200 on Circa. If you're trying to bet an outright winner of this U.S. Open, why would you go anywhere else in Circa? You're going to make so much more money if your bet wins. That's why I suggest going to the Circa Sportsbook. If you or someone you know may have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
100 West Dental has an Invisalign special for our audience. Mention my name and you get $1,000 off an Invisalign package. This is at 100 West Dental, 100westdental.com, or call 636-585-0100. They're right across the street from Munganess, St. Louis Acura on Manchester. They built brand new offices with the most modern of technology with the patient experience at the front of mind. You can book now online and have virtual consultations, one of the very few dental offices that offer virtual consultations with the doctor. No insurance, no problem. The membership plan aids in the cost of dental work for those who do not have dental insurance. It's 100 West Dental. On the fence about Invisalign? They have a digital scanner that can show you a simulation of what it'll look like before you even go through with it. Huge offer going on right now. If you mention my name, get $1,000 off an Invisalign package. It's 100 West Dental at 100westdental.com or call 636-585-0100. It is the Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Munganess, Burkhardt, Alton Toyota, 7 o'clock hour. And you are welcome to email in for what will take place in the 9 o'clock hour, the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. Design Air Heating and Cooling online at DesignAirService.com. Still haven't gotten into super hot temperatures yet. But you know they're coming. And when they do, you want to have that air conditioning tuned up. Go to DesignAirService.com and work with Seth Goldcamp, who has been the Email of the Day sponsor now for, I'd say 8 years, Doug, I think. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling online at DesignAirService.com. No upselling. Doug's a client. Iggy's a client. Why don't you become a client as well? It's Design Air Heating and Cooling online at DesignAirService.com, the official HVAC provider of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show podcast. Send your emails in for QFTA at tmckernan at InsideSTL.com, TMCKERNAN at InsideSTL.com. Cardinals lose yesterday, Doug, but they took both games from the Cubs over the weekend and now are 2 games back of 500 after an opportunity to get there yesterday. The Brewers beat the Cubs, and so the Brewers have a 4.5-game lead on the Cubs. The Cubs only with a game lead on the Cardinals as they have lost 5 straight. So we are now down to 1 team in the National League Central above 500.
Well, and the Reds continue to hold down the cellar. They are asking no quarter nor giving none.
But they've won 4 in a row. Maybe they're going to give quarter.
Well, I don't know. You do have to feel a lot better about the Cardinals now than you did 2 weeks ago.
How could you not?
Certainly the way
on the homestand?
Yeah, Goldschmidt has come to life, and some of the other hitters are starting to get it together a little bit.
Mason Wynn has a 16-game hitting streak.
And Pete Rose is in his sights.
Well, Rose had, 44 games?
Right.
DiMaggio, 56.
Yeah.
I
don't think he's going to make it.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Let's just focus on the 44.
Focus on the national record. First. Yeah.
And you waste a Lance Lynn start with 2 unearned runs again. I said it last week. This team seems to give unearned runs every game.
The Cardinals are 8-12 in games where they give up more than one unearned run or more. 8-12.
Yeah, I imagine every team in the league has a losing record when you give up unearned runs.
Just one, though.
Make errors that cost you runs, yeah.
Well, they used to be the beneficiary of other teams giving up unearned runs. Now the tide has turned. But the offense has come alive. What do you say?
Yeah, I'd have to see the stats for the whole year. They're still a pretty good defensive team, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it was guys like Arenado and Goldie yesterday who were kind of kicking her around.
Yeah, Yeah, it's unusual.
Yeah, it's the first time that's ever happened.
Mhm.
They both made an error in the same game. How about that?
Yeah. But you do have to like their chances. They absolutely have to get a fifth starter.
Oh, it's brutal.
They've got to nail that down.
Libby went yesterday, so it's not going to be him probably on Wednesday.
It's expected to be Palante.
Yeah, so I thought I was going to go Saturday, or my father at least.
Yeah. Well, I do feel a lot better now than I did just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, the fifth starter spot is the most glaring of concerns.
Yeah.
Because you can't have that. You can't have a question mark every day or every fifth day.
No.
Doug, we've been monitoring the National League Central betting odds. It was plus 700 8 days ago, got to plus 650. I would imagine the value is still pretty good. Let me take a look at it here for you if anybody wants to do any investing on the Cardinals in the National League Central. Let's see, Doug. Cardinals plus 600. So we've lost a little. But we've still got 6-1 on your money if you're interested.
Yeah.
Jesus, do you believe in the Brewers?
Pretty good.
Yeah, the Brewers are pretty good. I just think that there's all kinds of upside potential for the Cardinals because they have a whole lineup full of guys who haven't hit to their career norms yet. And you got to think they can't all fall apart completely in the same year, can they?
No. Goldie coming back a little bit these past couple days has been really inspiring.
Hurts not to have Contreras.
Yeah. The offense is kind of unlocked since he's been gone.
Herrera was your cleanup hitter yesterday.
Yeah, I don't really understand that necessarily.
Well, you can't throw a soul out. If they steal second, they are safe already.
Yeah.
What are the Brewers to win, Tim?
Let's take a look
Central.
at it. They are plus 110. Cubs plus 150. Cardinals plus 600.
Damn. Not a lot of faith in Vegas and the boys.
No. Well, if we can just get hot, we could win this baby.
Yeah.
They have been hot, and they're still 5.5 out.
Mike, would you say an outstanding job from Luke today?
Outstanding job from Luke.
Went to the game Saturday night with my pops. Hadn't seen the Helsley entrance yet in person, but it's pretty sick. Made my nipples hard. That's from Flip Wilson.
Not supposed to do that.
City Connects.
They're still turning all the lights off?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Hell's Bells.
Yeah.
Did you like the City Connects first time around?
I don't mind them.
Yeah, I like the red at home with the white pant.
Yeah, white pant with the red stripe.
How many times are you going to wear those?
But they
good number,
They
actually.
released a schedule. It's like 12 to 14 more games where they're going to be wearing them.
Okay.
Somebody's what are you doing? Are you in a Twitter argument or something?
Twitter argument.
Tell Iggy to stop tweeting during the show. That's from St. Louis Lacrosse School. And then Iggy is posting pics of trash on Twitter. You guys are talking.
I posted at like 6 o'clock. It just showed up.
I don't know. There were back-to-back texts about you tweeting.
Well, I tweeted
and tweeting pictures of trash.
I don't know what time it went up. I posted at 6 o'clock.
Is there a 2-hour delay now?
It says 7 minutes ago.
I don't know. I didn't post it 7 minutes ago.
Somebody's upset that you posted something. Tell them to stop.
Here's the image.
Yeah, that's what I wake up to in the morning. Beautiful view.
Scenic.
It's like Manhattan.
Mm-hmm. Well, you bought the place. We encouraged you not to.
My problem.
Yeah. Well, when does this lease run out? Maybe you can move next time.
Yeah, I'm already looking.
To get away from that complex?
Yeah, I mean, I got to find something in my price range.
So where are you looking? What part of town?
Close, like some of the ones in my area, because I like living this close to work.
Yeah.
We finna be rich.
Okay. Well, we just want you to be happy and to have a little garden. That would make you happy, wouldn't it?
Ooh, for garden parties.
I have little gardens, 5x5. I got one sunflower growing. I look at it every morning. Oh, look at it's growing. I got one. And I'm sure the squirrel will get to that eventually.
Oh, no.
And my poor neighbor moved in upstairs. She's from Ohio. Just graduated from the University of Ohio and got a job with the Cardinals in sales.
Oh, great.
First day she moves in, the air conditioner doesn't work.
Oh, no.
Like, oh, my God, this poor girl.
Seth Goldcamp.
So did you offer a spot in your chambers?
No, her parents, very nice people. They moved in, helped her move in from Ohio. I think her boyfriend's here. I don't know if he's just visiting or he's moving here, but I was talking to him. She goes, God, it's brutal. Just moved in. The air conditioner doesn't work. It's 100 degrees up there. God. Wouldn't you think you'd check that before somebody else moves in?
Heath Slaycott.
Yes, Heath.
Yes. He hasn't come fast enough.
Oh gosh, that had some Porky Pig elements to it.
Why'd you play that after I talked? Was I hemming and hawing?
No.
It's a nice drop. I like the end of it. It's kind of sexual, but
Anytime I can get a Francesa just kind of babbling in there, I'll do it apropos of nothing.
Okay.
Kind of my
Well, we like it.
kind of my strategy. So there's that.
So I don't know. I posted at 6 o'clock. I don't know why it came up now or the time stamp or whatever.
I don't either, but it upset somebody.
Maybe it was delayed.
Very upset.
Guys, I went back and I rewatched on YouTube, and Iggy 1,000% posted that picture while Jackson was doing the Circa Live read. Book it. That's from Susie Cream Cheese.
You can see my phone from there?
Susie Cream Cheese. You'll have to call on the Collier and Thompson phone line 636.
Yeah, I don't think you can see my screen from here.
The Circle Ivory was at 7:51.
And what time was
you can go look. I was texting somebody, but I didn't put anything on Twitter. Unless you have a reverse thing on my phone where you can actually see my screen.
Well, what difference does it make if you did?
It doesn't matter. Why would I lie?
I don't know why you would.
I've tweeted a lot during the show before. Why do you people care what I do?
Come on, you people.
God almighty.
Yeah.
Jimmy's on his phone again. Ha!
It's like there's a bunch of people tattling on you.
Well, St. Louis sucks.
Hey!
People in St. Louis suck.
Hey.
And I got a listener came by over the weekend, picked up my laptop because he said he works for, his job is installing Apple computers and working on Apple computers. And he came and picked up my laptop and got it all fixed.
What was wrong with it?
I don't know. He just...
Viruses from all your porn shopping?
He basically just cleaned everything out, wiped it all out, and then installed a bunch of other stuff. So even if I have that and I bring it in here, he's on his laptop.
That'd be fine.
Are you watching porn?
There's nothing they can say if you're on your laptop.
People enjoy tattling on you.
What's he looking at, Tim?
Yeah.
He's typing on his laptop.
Yeah, I mean, you might get some accusations that you're looking at Stag, but that's all right.
Yeah, so no matter what I'm using, I'm still not going to be happy.
Yeah.
You complete that. It's like a sneeze.
Huh. So now you're kind of afraid to touch anything over there, aren't you?
No.
Get a Kindle or something.
You're on the show! This is the show! And we care about the show! Get over it!
Oh!
Susie Cream Cheese has lost it in the text inbox.
We're on the show. I texted somebody. It took 8 seconds.
Yeah. That's all it took.
Susie Cream Cheese has the Zapruder film of you posting the trash picture.
Go ahead. Well, what is it? What do you see that I'm doing? Except you can see my phone is up. Can you see that I texted somebody? Why don't you reverse the phone and let everybody know what I did?
Okay, Iggy, we're really going to do this, huh? Okay. If you weren't posting on Twitter 10 minutes ago, what were you doing on your phone?
I think I just said I was texting somebody.
Big Tuft.
Is that okay with you?
Big Tuft, is that all right? Call in 636-9004-TMA.
I mean, if I hear my little beep go, I can't hear the beep, but I can hear a noise.
Yeah.
I look as a text, I return it.
What is it? Yeah. Reply.
I return text.
Yeah, reply.
Most of the time.
Yeah, sometimes not.
And when I don't, it's an honest mistake.
Yeah, and it causes all kinds of problems up in New York.
Not my problem. Here, I'm drinking a cup of coffee. Should I sip now?
This is the show! Stop it!
I'm taking a drink of coffee.
Someone looked to see if he texted somebody at 7:51. The ghost gerbil.
We're 20% crestfallen right now.
I really just kind of feel bad for these people that just their life evolves around what I do every second of the show.
You poor Hoosiers need to leave my Iggy alone. He is doing show prep. Miss Cream Cheese needs to drink gas, and then it gets graphic. It's from Dirty Chewbacca.
Okay, there you go.
That's my boyfriend.
What?
Dirty Chewbacca's a lady.
Yeah, okay.
They all are, Tim.
Guys, TMA Reddit Insider here. Plowhawk remains very active on the Reddit page. That's from the 618.
Oh, I wonder what he's been saying.
Jackson, I know you were on the Reddit page for Citizen Kane's on Saturday night. What's the latest?
That's right. I had them put on the TV as a ticker. I have no idea. I don't go on there.
No.
The few times I have been on there, it just wasn't for me. But God bless those.
But some people like...
Yeah, I mean, if that's where people want to talk about the program, that's cool. It doesn't bother me.
I'd like Lisa Ann to weigh in on Iggy's ability to return texts. You scrotal sack. That's from John Lithgow's Harry Henderson.
Yeah, I think that's
Let
what
me just send something to Bill for a second, then I'll be with you.
I think that's what we're referring to.
If you posted it at 6 a.m., why does everyone's phone say 14 minutes ago? That's from the 314.
I can't tell you. Why don't you go talk to Bezos, or whatever his name is.
Bayo.
Scott Baio.
Scott Baio?
Who owns Twitter?
Scott Baio acquired it from Musk earlier this morning.
Oh, Musk, okay. Elon Musk. Ask me Elon Musk why it took 2 hours to post that.
Why don't you tell us who you texted, and then we can confirm with that person that they received said text? That's from Mr. Licks.
I don't really care what you think. It's none of your business.
Yeah, don't do that. Plead the fifth on that one.
It is amazing that people care so desperately that you picked up your phone.
It's just, I don't know. It's really baffling to me.
Susie Cream Cheese apparently is not going to be able to call in, but as a follow-up, honest question, you do realize you bring this on yourself, right? Bitching about people caring when you're on your phone. Bitching about people caring about when you get back from breaks. Recognize the common theme. That's from Susie Cream Cheese.
How do I bring it on myself? You people bring it up.
Yeah, you people do.
All these jerk-off textures.
Hey, Charlie.
Chuckles has had enough of the text inbox.
Right with him there. Do I bring it on myself when I come in? Hey, everybody, I'm late for break. Everybody notice? Hey, guys, I'm on my phone. Does anybody see what I'm doing here? I don't bring it up.
No.
Boy, this YouTube is adding a whole other element to the program, hasn't it, Doug?
It's like they can spy on us.
It's like the right flank.
But really, why would someone care if Iggy did tweet something out? Why is that such a big deal?
Susie Cream Cheese, this is your chance to comment. 636-9004 TMA. Chairman Kurt, we're 263 watching and watching every one of our moves.
Yeah, we could use a couple hundred more to really get him.
Yep.
Oh, good. I mean, it's good for the show because we get texted and we get it sponsored, but it's terrible for me. I just throw a blanket right over that camera.
That'd be great.
Or I could just keep doing this.
He turns his mic off, Doug, and then he's off cam.
It's true.
But it messes Jackson up some.
Hey, guys, Scott Baio here, owner of Twitter. It posted 20 minutes ago because he's lying. Thanks. And check out my new single, Texting on the Airwaves, next month at select theaters. That's from Brian Hench and Doug, and he's representing himself as Scott Baio.
Okay. I didn't know he had the scratch to buy X, but apparently he does.
Residuals from Joni Loves Chachi.
Probably so.
Whatever the guy who owns Amazon.
Amazon.
No, that's
Bezos.
different. That's Bezos.
Bezos, the guy that I tweeted at and said, you got my $200, congrats.
Tweeted right at him.
I kind of was hoping that he'd see it and send me a check for like $1 million.
Stephen Time, who Venmo'd you $50? Did you get your money on that bet?
No, I don't have Venmo. He said he was going to drop it off.
Do you have it?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know if he wants to bet or what, but he says, show Tim your phone now. You can double or nothing.
I'm showing nobody anything.
Iggs, did you leave your phone here on Friday?
Yeah, I had to come back and get it.
There was concern around the office that Iggy left his phone. There was no way of contacting him because, again, his phone was here.
It was thank God that I knew that I left it here because, like an idiot, I was saying, I leave my phone. Maybe I'll call, see if it... I don't have a phone to call.
Oh, I was thinking for a second. I was like, what if Iggy went this entire long weekend, no phone, and would just grab it on Monday or Tuesday?
No, I came.
That'd be tough.
I was pretty sure, 99%, that I left it here. I went and looked at my car to see if maybe it fell in the seats, but I said, no, I think I remember leaving it in the kitchen.
Maybe we all need to start wearing pagers again.
Oh, nice.
In case we lose our phones, we can be paged.
Not a bad idea.
Did you miss that era, Jackson?
Completely. So the idea of it was someone would page you, hey, call me, and you go find the nearest phone and call them.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Yeah. No, I mean, we had a home phone growing up, but like once I got to middle school or high school, we got rid of that. It's just everyone's on cell phones. It's like, is this your home or your cell? I was like, what do you mean? Of course it's my cell.
Andy Krupin's here, so we ought to bring him in because I'm doing a terrible job hosting the program, Doug. That's the bottom line here. So we got to bring Andy in.
Okay.
Chairman Kurt, if you can bring Andy in.
Sure thing.
Thank you very much. Andy Crouppen will join us here momentarily in the Munganess St. Louis Acura, Munganess Burkhardt Alton Toyota, 7 o'clock hour. Jeff Lottman, if you're looking for a home, JEFFLOTTMANN.com. Yeah, JEFFLOTTMANN.com. He's with Compass Realty, the largest luxury real estate agency in the St. Louis area. It's Jeff Lottman of Compass Realty, JEFFLOTTMANN.com. That's right. Buying a home, selling a home, work with Jeff. He's been doing it in St. Louis for more than 2 decades and close to $500 million in sales. He's got connections. Compass has connections. Looking to buy a home, sell a home. Jeff Lottman of Compass Realty, JEFFLOTTMANN.com. Andy Croupen's here. Hi, Andy.
Hi.
What's the word?
How are you?
Good. What was on the 3-day weekend agenda this past weekend?
Oh man, a lot of kid stuff, and I really had my first taste of what this Cicada stuff is really.
Oh, what's going on?
Well, so where I live, I hear them at night. They're very loud. I hear them all the time. I see them littering the sidewalks. But I've maybe seen 1 or 2 flying in my neighborhood.
Okay.
And so we went to a pool party at the Racket Club, which is over at like 40 and Clayton. And that's the real Cicada experience.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like there were so many of them, but everyone I spoke to was like, what do you mean? This is how it is at my house. But I mean, you can't walk. They're coming at you. They're landing on you. You're like, and they're very clumsy flyers. You know, they must not see well or something because they just fly right into you.
Well, they've only been alive a couple days.
Well, no, they've been alive for 17 years.
But not flying.
Right. That's
they're
right.
just getting their wings.
It's like the Greatest American Hero. Remember that show?
Oh, great show. Wonderful program. Great show.
But it's I don't know, it's weird because you know they aren't going to bother you. So on the one hand, they are the least objectionable of flying insects to me because I don't love flying insects. So I don't mind if they land. In fact, they're so gentle. Like you see everybody. They're on your arms. They're on the back of your legs. And people don't even know they're there.
That's true. Yeah. It's amazing.
But I couldn't believe how many of them are flying around. It just makes it less pleasant. So my kids are all getting in the car, and we have a minivan where the door slides open. So they're freaking out. Oh, my God, hurry, before the bike. So finally we get them all in, and then I'm in my car. So I like kind of looking around, making sure none are flying. I get in real quickly, close the door. Cool, everything's good. And I hear, cheep, cheep. And look at my shoulder, and there's like one right on my shoulder. It's just, they're everywhere. It was unbelievable. And then I went back home to where our cicadas stay in the trees.
Yeah, you're in a safe spot there.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if Clayton built some sort of like iron dome for cicadas so they don't come down.
Iggy has yet to see one.
How about that?
Haven't seen one or heard one.
Wait, hold on. How'd you get into the building?
What do you mean?
There are so many outside.
I've seen them, just not where I live.
Oh,
in my
okay.
I've not seen or heard one.
Got it. Do you live in a very urban area?
There's a lot of trees. Maybe too many trees.
Do you live in the city?
Maryland Heights.
No? Huh. Because in the city, for whatever reason, there aren't a ton of them. Are there not a lot of trees where you live exactly?
Yeah, there's trees all over the place.
Huh. I don't know.
It's hard to explain.
It is odd.
It is. Maybe they just don't like you.
And I've shown videos because people think I lie.
Or maybe they're just late.
Well, there are only about 2 weeks left and they're gone, so.
That's sad, isn't it?
It's a little.
Oh, it'll be glorious.
We will miss them.
It'll be glorious. Hey, you guys started a podcast.
We did. Thanks for bringing that up because I wanted to make sure. Yeah, we did. So we used to have this YouTube show, 3 Lawyers Eating Sandwiches.
Right. Yeah.
And for a variety of reasons, COVID and many reasons, it never got back into full swing. And we wanted to kind of change with the times a little bit, reboot it as a podcast. So we have done that. So we've taped about, 5 or 6 episodes. Yeah. It's been fun. It's nice because me and my dad, Ned, just kind of get to sit there and, shoot things back and forth. Right. And it's been a lot of fun. But since we do not have the listenership of a podcast like this, my father is obsessed with getting someone who has been abducted by aliens.
Oh
yeah.
On the pod.
Hey, I feel like that'd be up your alley. Do you know anybody who claims to be abducted by aliens?
No.
No?
Netflix has a couple of shows about that.
There you go.
I just watched one just the other day.
Really?
Guys who've been abducted.
Anyone local?
I don't think the guy was local. No, but he had one when his knee started hurting him. And he went into the doctor, and they found a chip in his knee with no scar. And the doctor said, "I've never seen anything like this. You got a chip in there with no scar." And the guy says, "I don't even know how it got there." And then he remembered that he didn't remember, but he admitted that like 30 years earlier, he thought he'd been abducted. No one believed him. He thought maybe it was a dream. So he's got the chip there in his leg.
Did they actually find the chip?
Well, they've got X-rays of it. I don't. During the show, no one ever held up the chip. They never removed it. I don't think.
So an alien put a chip in your knee, but you have no intention of going in and getting it to see what it is. Just leave it in there.
I guess. I
got to tell you, that's a great follow-up question.
You would have thought that they would have removed it.
Yeah. Let's take a look at this thing. That's a wonderful follow-up question.
We may need you when we finally find our abductee. Do you think that, we talked about this on the pod, do you think that there have been aliens, whatever, some other intelligent being that is not from Earth that have either sent drones here, like, are any of these unidentified flying objects from another planet? Do you think we've seen them? Have they been here? Have they been on Earth? Anything, even if it's just a drone they sent, is any of this stuff sitting well with
I
you?
had to bet.
Yeah.
I would say yes.
Really?
Would agree.
Yeah.
I had to bet, but I'm not like super confident. If you said, do I think there is life beyond Earth, it's like a 5-star lock.
Oh, 100%. Have they been
but that's
here?
become, but that's become like, I feel like when I started doing shows 20 plus years ago, that was not really, I don't know if socially acceptable is the right word to describe it or words to describe it, but I feel like that's gotten a lot more traction over the last couple of decades. And I don't necessarily know why, but I just feel that that's the case. Maybe because it blows up people's worldviews if there is life elsewhere. I don't know.
Yeah. And I guess, I don't know enough about religion to know the answer to this, but does that blow up religion in any way?
Well, I don't think there's any way to really blow up religion.
Well,
with those who are really into it.
Yeah. But some of the stories and some of the does it, and no one will accept it, or they'll come up with a reason to still have faith, which is great. If you have strong faith, keep it. Don't let a bunch of pesky aliens throw that off. But in theory, are there things that would change, or religion doesn't necessarily exclude that?
Yeah, they didn't touch on the other folks' conversation. Yeah, at least in what I studied as a young tyke.
Well, I guess he would say that God created everything, so God created aliens too.
Yeah, I guess, is it the same God on planet whatever?
Well, everybody, there's like a million different religions believe in different gods.
But I guess it's the universe, so it's everywhere. Well, glad we solved that.
Even our government now admits that there are things that they can't explain.
Yeah. Who does?
Our government. They don't even call it UFOs anymore. They call it UAPs.
Yeah, it drives me nuts.
Unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Which is how is that different from a UFO?
Because I thought UFO evoked images of craziness. People didn't believe it. Goofiness. Could be anything. They think this is more of a scientific name for it. But a lot of the sightings are not reported by Cousin Binky and his cousin out in the farm somewhere, but by military pilots.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, you see all that footage that's released by the government, military pilots, a lot of airline pilots. And I would think back to what you were saying before, 20, 30 years ago, I'll bet when a military pilot saw something and said something, they were pulled off the gig, Now,
probably.
They're like, oh, yeah, we saw that too.
But if there are aliens, I think that they're probably not a threat to us, because if they were, they would have probably taken us out by now. Their technology would have to be far superior than anything what we have. if they're here, they're probably just here to study, look at us, because if they wanted us gone, we'd be gone in a hurry.
Probe.
We'd be gone in a big
if they have
hurry.
that technology, then they've probably visited other civilizations all over. You know what I mean?
Unless their technology did not evolve to include weapons for whatever reason. That just was not a part of their culture. They didn't try to harm each other, so they never developed weapons. They just developed transportation.
My guess is they look at us like we look at ants. That's what I would think.
A lot smarter than us then, because in order for technology to work, you need some kind of Wi-Fi and computers. I can barely get Wi-Fi to work in my complex.
Oh, they probably get Wi-Fi.
They got
probably
Wi-Fi to work way up there or wherever the hell they are.
So you think they have Wi-Fi?
No, they don't. That's why there's no such thing as...
Wait, you're saying there's no life outside of Earth because they can't get Wi-Fi?
Well, it might be amoebas or something like that, but there's no people with purple heads that, we're on Earth. Look at those idiots.
Well, no one's saying that's what it is. But it'd be pretty arrogant to believe that we are all alone in the universe.
But I'm telling you, up until I feel like a decade or 20 years ago, I feel like most people believed that. Now, I might be wrong on that. That's a feeling. That's not data-driven.
I think you're right.
You noticed that as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about.
Probably ties into the advent of the internet, more information readily available.
Yeah.
You can go deep diving much quicker, much more effectively.
See if I can get some numbers on that.
Well, because now the government and people are saying that it's real and we've seen it. And so now it used to just be crackpots. I got adopted by an alien. They came down to the farm and they took my wife. Now it's, government saying, yes, well, we had 6 pilots. You're
really taking a scientific approach to this, aren't you?
And our Wi-Fi is so much better than yours.
Here we go. This is from the Pew Research Organization. 60. Most Americans say intelligent life exists outside Earth and do not see UFOs as a major security threat. 65%, this is from 2021, believe there is life beyond Earth. Percentage of U.S. adults who say that UFOs reported by people in the military are evidence of intelligent life beyond Earth. 11% say definitely, 40% say probably, 36% say probably not, and 11% say definitely not. And 51% of U.S. adults say the UFOs are not a threat. 36% say they are a minor threat.
Is there any statistics on whether or not people think that they have garden parties on other planets?
Good question.
Garden party. That's a
Jackson
Ledoux
brought
thing.
that to-
Strictly Ledoux.
I would go to an alien garden party. That sounds fun.
AGP?
It'd be like the bar scene in Star Wars.
Yeah, right.
Except in a garden.
For the record, what do we have? 60% or so believe in intelligent life. 70% believe in angels. So I don't know what the Venn diagram is there, but there's some fun facts for knowing.
That's why I like the Aubrey Plaza Sprite commercial in the Super Bowl. It was just something that she threw in there that was so funny, doing this, getting beat on by kids at a party or something. She goes, and then the alien came down, probe me already. Sick. Probe me already.
I like her.
What would have to happen before you'd believe it? I mean, who would have to get abducted and admit it before we would all say it must be true?
Me.
You're the hard
stops
That's the only way I believe it is if I got abducted.
Nobody else in the world.
I'm
you
not
wouldn't
going to
believe
believe anybody else that says it unless there's proof. There's cameras all over the place. If you got probed, wouldn't somebody go look at a camera and say, "Hey, look, she got abducted and got probed"?
Well, there's not always cameras everywhere. These things don't tend to happen in on Madison Avenue in New York. They happen out in the middle of nowhere.
Well,
where there's not a lot of cameras. It tells you maybe they're smart enough not to go in New York and L.A.
Yeah,
let's go to this land. Nobody can see us here.
Yeah, wouldn't you do that if you didn't want to be seen?
Why wouldn't you want to be seen? Why you been hiding all these millions of years? Show yourself.
So there's not another human being on the planet that could say, I have seen it, I have witnessed it, it's real, that you would believe.
No.
Now, just to clarify, because I'm not sure I'm as far from you as you would think. Because I think that there is life somewhere. Do you agree with
yes.
that?
I mean, there's
no intelligent, just that hasn't visited here. Okay,
life, way down in the sea, they found new life forms of fish. I get that. Not intelligent form, no.
But why? I mean, just statistically, if the universe is as vast as we think it is, which I don't know how it's not, there's no brick wall at the end, with an infinite number of galaxies and planets that just keep going on and on, that have been around for millions, if not billions of years, wouldn't you think that whatever happened here, just statistically, just that, oh yeah, it happened to occur on this other planet also and developed into life. Not that they have the technology or ability to get here, but just that there is, it happened again somewhere else.
I just go by what we know here. We can't live without oxygen. We've tried to go to space. There's no oxygen up there. So in order to be an intelligent life form, wouldn't they have to breathe?
If they're a carbon-based
Unless
life
they
form
have
that
gills.
breathes oxygen, if they're not a carbon-based life form that doesn't breathe oxygen,
Well, if they're not carbon-based, how could they be intelligent?
there could be. I don't know how to explain that because the only intelligent life we know
Nobody
of
can
is
explain
carbon-based.
it. So unless you explain it, I can't believe it.
Well, and I don't know that a carbon-based being couldn't have evolved to breathe something else, but there are probably elements. In fact, we know that there are elements on other planets and asteroids that don't exist on Earth. So, who knows what they're built out of?
I don't know. I just go by in order to be an intelligent life form, you have to breathe, you have to have air, you have to have things to have brain functions.
Well, like a porpoise is pretty intelligent in the water. There's no air down there.
That's not an alien. I mean, if a fish came down yeah, there could be fish up there.
Well, wait, they're breathing
intelligent form.
Wait, aren't they breathing oxygen, just processing it through their gills, taking it out of the water?
Yeah, they're mammals.
I think.
I don't know.
What temperature you think they eat their steaks at?
Oh, God.
You listen to the program.
I don't even know how they get full. They eat like little plankton.
I didn't hear that, but what was the steak thing? Is medium is...
Jackson caught some hell for getting a medium steak?
Yeah, I got medium.
What if it's like a ribeye? Because I feel like a ribeye could be cooked a little more.
No problem with medium. I'm just talking about well-done steaks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my father likes it well done.
I eat medium rare, but I don't poo-poo people to get it medium.
Okay.
If you order a $100 steak and I'll have it well done. Yeah.
I was given incorrect information.
Yeah. To each their own. I don't know how you can do it. That's all I'm asking.
And steaks have gotten very expensive.
Oh, yeah. Got to run out of cows eventually, don't you?
Do you?
No, they keep breeding them.
I know, but
they're not nearly extinct.
You breed a cow, and how long does it take for it to grow to make steaks out of it?
A couple of years, I think.
You think you'd run out of it?
They shoot them full of growth hormones now, so they grow up bigger and fatter sooner.
You think 6? I feel like that's an old cow. No, and you can always eat veal. Aren't those like baby?
Yeah. No, I could
get veal in 6-8 months
all day long.
You what?
I could eat lamb all day long.
Typical slaughter age is 18 months.
18 months.
Year and a half.
Yeah.
18 months old is a fully mature cow?
That's the typical slaughter age for beef cattle.
Oh.
Typical slaughter.
No wonder. There's plenty of steak. Eat up.
Yeah, 18 months.
Cook it however you want it.
Like 6-7 years to get a cow big enough to cook.
Andy, where can people listen to the podcast?
Oh, gosh. You can see it everywhere.
What is the name of it?
Well, we had an argument about that.
Oh, is that right?
Well, I felt like we had so much brand equity in 3 lawyers eating sandwiches, so we went with 3 lawyers eating sandwiches, the podcast. Now, the argument was nobody wanted to be married to sandwiches, so we kept that, but we're eating other things. We had pizza the other day, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
You can fold that over. Looks like a sandwich.
But we didn't.
Oh.
Because we didn't want to get stuck eating. So it's on all the podcast platforms, Apple and Spotify. But what I have found in terms of how I consume a lot of podcasts, I feel like a lot of them, I won't watch necessarily a full episode every time. I feel like I'll catch the highlights in snippets. So like a 3 to 12 minute snippet, that's all on Instagram and Facebook, everywhere you can find. If you're looking for us, you will find us.
3 lawyers eating sandwiches, the podcast.
The podcast.
All right, Doug. Look
it's
for
fun.
It. I bet it's good entertainment.
Yeah.
I bet it's good entertainment.
You think you can find a local person who's been abducted?
Yeah. How could you not? You think there seem to be a lot of people who say they've been abducted. I can't believe in this state we don't have a few.
Yeah, I would think so.
I'm sure we do.
Yeah, they're probably will launch their OnlyFans career.
That's Andy Crouppen. Brown and Crouppen is the presenting sponsor of this program. The new podcast with Ed Herman, and Andy's father, Terry, is Three Lawyers Eating Sandwiches, the podcast. And you can find that wherever you podcast your favorite sods. Time for us to take a commercial break. Thank you, Andy, as always.
Thank you.
This is TMA presented to you by Brown and Crouppen.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here with a great TMA sponsor, and that is Longo Biggs Injury Law Firm. And you may hear a bunch of out-of-state law firms advertising here and there all over on billboards and so on and so forth. But the thing is, oftentimes their goal is to just settle and move on, and that's not what you guys do.
Yeah, this is CD Longo, and you hear us talking a lot about maximizing the value of cases, but what does that actually mean? Well, as Tim said, there's lots of personal injury lawyers in St. Louis, and everyone handles cases differently. We focus on getting the highest dollar amount for your injuries, not just getting a resolution quickly. We're constantly tracking all the settlements and verdicts in the area. This helps us advise our clients on whether a settlement offer is too low. And if the amount of compensation being offered is too low, we are happy to file lawsuits and proceed to trial to ensure our clients receive an amount that is fair. Visit our website or Google us at Longo Biggs Injury Law.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
If you want a first-class, top-of-the-line, high-quality interior remodeling job, you know who I'm going to suggest. Collier & Thompson. Known for their kitchen and bathroom remodels, Collier & Thompson is where you go when you want your remodeling job done right the first time. Collier & Thompson doesn't just do large remodeling jobs. They do plenty of man caves, bars, offices, pretty much anything inside your home. Check out their 10,000-square-foot showroom next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House on Manchester. Let them bring your dream remodel to reality. CollierandThompson.com.
When we think of a real estate agent, we think of somebody simply selling our home or finding us a new one. I mean, they're all the same, right?
Okay, here's the comps. We'll take some pics, we'll post them, and I'll get back to you, okay?
A home is life-changing, and your real estate agent should reflect that. Honesty, integrity, and someone who will go above and beyond to make your dreams come true.
The Jeff Lotman Group with Compass Realty. We're different because you're different. We want what you want. Experience the difference today at jefflotman.com, bringing people and properties together.
The Midwest Drag Racing Series presents a night of fire and thunder. Saturday, June 29th at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Jet dragsters, funny cars, and ground-pounding pro mod. Plus the Route 66 Twilight Cruise and Car Show. And for the first time ever in St. Louis, a jet dragster car burn. The biggest cutting torch will completely annihilate a full-size sedan in a shower of flames and sparks like you've never seen. And to top it all off, the first big fireworks show of the summer. Brought to you by Illinois Tourism and Downstate Illinois. Saturday, June 29th. Details and tickets at www.raceway.com.
Rosalita's Cantina is known for having the best patio and the best Tex-Mex in town. From carne con cerveza to shrimp diablo, the amazing menu at Rosalita's is full of classic Mexican dishes. Plus, it's always time for a margarita. Rosalita's has the most delicious house and specialty margs in town. Enjoy happy hour specials Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 and brunch at the De Pere location on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 to 3. Check out rosalitascantina.com or visit the downtown or De Pere location today. Time to get your fiesta on at Rosalita's.
I'm Tim McKernan here with Action Jackson talking to you about Mark Hanna. TMA listeners have a lot to think through financially.
Whether you're like me and just getting started with your financial planning or you're already retired, call Mark Hanna.
It all starts with a 15-minute phone call to discuss your needs and design the right strategy for you and your future.
Visit evergreenstl.com or give Mark a call at 314-889-0503 today. Mark Hanna offers securities through Equitable Advisors, LLC, member FINRA, SIPC, a broker-dealer. Equitable Advisors, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Evergreen Wealth Strategies is not a registered investment advisor and is not owned or operated by Equitable Advisors or Equitable Network.
This is Eric Conley, the founder of Illinois Recovery Center. At Illinois Recovery Center, our substance abuse treatment goes beyond mere recovery. It's about reclaiming lives filled with purpose, joy, and connection. Our dedicated facility is more than just a place of healing. It's a beacon of hope for individuals seeking to reintegrate into society and thrive in their work, family, and community roles. Our team is ready to help. If you or someone you know wants more information about the Illinois Recovery Center, please visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here right now with James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. I made the switch to start working with you, James. It couldn't have been easier to make that switch to start saving money.
Well, I appreciate that, Tim, and we appreciate your business. Yeah, this is the time to save money. My goodness, we're all feeling it at the grocery store, at the gas pump, etc. So if you've noticed that your insurance rate has gone up, I want to stress how easy it is to get a proposal from us by going online at carltoninsurance.net.
Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency online at carltoninsurance.net.
The choice of a lawyer is important and shouldn't be based on an ad.
If you're seriously hurt in an accident, you'll want all the money you deserve. That's called justice. But there wouldn't be lawyers if justice was easy. No, justice is not easy. It's fought for and it's won. At Brown & Crouppen, we fight for justice every day. If you want some, call 222-2222. Because at Brown & Crouppen, justice is our business.
Hey, if you like the morning after, check out Balloon Party on 101 ESPN. HD1, by the way. It's sports talk with Tim McKernan and Action Jackson from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. each weekday, right after the morning after. It's the worst named show in the history of radio, but the content's pretty good, so check it out on 101 ESPN or get the podcast on the TMA app. Want to take on some legends of TMA?
Sound the same to someone who gives a damn about the best fans in baseball! Tired of it!
The show's so great. Will there be a little speaker system out behind the dumpster, so in case you're servicing me, I'll be able to hear my name?
Then nominate yourself to be this month's TMA Listener of the Month. And if you win, you'll get recognition and other stuff. Sometimes all you have to do to win the prize is be a female.
All it takes is one fake girl to just throw this show completely off course.
Give us your name, a photo, and other pertinent information at TMASTL.com. The TMA Listener of the Month Club, quenched by Milagro Tequila. Welcome to a brighter side of tequila with Milagro. Find out more at TMASTL.com. Now,
It's the Brown & Crouppen Morning After. KPNT FM HD2. Collinsville, St. Louis.
Remix. It's a remix, Doug. Teammates presented to you by Brown & Crouppen. Welcome to the IHOP 8 o'clock hour. Timothy Michael McKernan, Douglas Elvin Vaughn, Jackson Burkett, and Chairman Kurt with you. And I see Chairman Kurt's taking bets on what time he'll be back. What's the over-under?
He's only having half a cigarette.
I didn't set one. I just allowed people to get as close as they could without going over.
Callus Coitus says 2 minutes and 37 seconds. The old hipster says 90 seconds. Coaches John and Dean Ellis, you remember them from the Leafs and the Bruins.
Right.
4 minutes and 31 seconds.
I'll say 8:38. He'll be back.
It is 8:37.
Yeah.
All right.
8:38. He'll be back.
Chairman Kurt running a book back there.
Yeah.
I like it.
Good luck, everybody.
Well, it's not that easy to go down a couple flights of steps, smoke a whole cigarette, and get back.
And that alien talk took a lot out of him, so he's got to relax.
Took more out of me, I think. Get involved in the South City Sporting Goods text inbox. Billy Bixon down with the Pilgrims, designing golf shirts and hats, and they will be up on tmastlshop.com sometime soon. Can't wait. I can't wait to wear them, as a matter of fact. I got a TMA hat on right now. So he's designing those, his graphic designer. Then Mike Flanagan's doing his stuff, tmastlshop.com. As we're less than 2 months away from that orgy, celebrating 20 years of the morning after, Doug. That orgy is going to be fun. That is a fun orgy.
Who all was invited?
Everybody.
Just anyone?
Yeah.
Come on down.
Gosh.
Come on down.
8:38. There it is.
Hack Buick.
I win it.
Come on down and get the Art Hack price. 8:38 hits. You did win. You got to pay Doug, Chairman.
All right, Doug. I'll pay you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. Was that half a cigarette?
Good morning.
Good morning, Mo.
I'm done talking about my breaks.
You clip that off, please, can't you?
What if the listening audience wants to talk about it?
Go ahead. I don't need to talk about it.
Oh.
Dirty Chewbacca, Iggy, who is taking a liking to you, says, I will be at the orgy.
Good. I won't be.
No.
I'll be at the party. I'm not going to be any orgy with listeners.
No. It'll disappoint a lot of people.
Oh, maybe it will. I'll watch.
You still sit there and watch us all have sex with
Yeah,
listeners?
I don't mind watching people have sex.
Yeah, we get our mouth around that.
No.
I got not in trouble, but scolded down at Heat. I wanted to watch this couple have sex. They said no.
They scolded you?
They said no. It's okay.
And that's the end of the story? You said, can I? They said no, and that's the story?
Yeah, in a very scoldish voice. No.
Scoldish?
No.
Well, where were they?
It was a really cute couple.
No, I said, where were they when they were doing this?
Well, we were actually having a cocktail. And I knew they were into swinging because...
But where were they? At the pool, in their hotel room? Where?
Dodging the question.
I didn't understand the question. Where? I didn't know you meant exactly what location. You never been to Hedo.
Well, if they're out in public, I mean,
we were at the nude pool. And we're in the middle tub.
The middle tub. Title of the segment.
It's kind of like a hot tub. It's a cold tub, and it's like in between the mist pool and the main pool, and you just kind of sit up there. And there was, I don't know, 6 or 7 of us from the beach loafers, and this couple came out. She's maybe 5'2", just gorgeous, and had just huge breasts.
No. So you went over to this middle tub.
They came and sat up by all of us, and we were just chatting, and they said, yeah, we heard about this place, and we've been into the lifestyle for a couple of years now. We thought it'd be fun, and just they were asking questions, and some of our group is asking questions. Well, you into couples or? Well, we've had couples. We've had another guy join us. Oh, here we go.
That was your.
So we were at dinner, and I was talking to him at the bar, and I said, "So you guys interested in a threesome? I'd love to join you." She goes, no, we're kind of looking for a couple on this trip. I said, okay.
No.
She said
I asked him, I said, you guys, like when people watch, I'd love to watch you have sex. She goes, no.
Oh, gosh.
Kind of like a put-offish. So that was the end of that. Yeah. But then I did see them. They went into the grotto to have sex.
Right in the grotto.
And I was in the mist pool. And I said, good view here. So I got to watch them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Did you pleasure yourself?
Chalk up the W.
No, I just, it was just oral.
Bizarre.
I didn't go follow them. They came in the grotto. I was sitting at the mist pool. I'm not going to move.
I'm going to need a shower again when the show's over.
You asked a question, I answered it.
I know. Sometimes I wish I hadn't asked.
Thank you for the delicious.
If you wouldn't have kept probing. Where was it? I don't know. I mean, where was it? I mean, where the hotel was it? Where it happened?
Yeah, I was thinking if they're out in the pool, how could they tell you no, you can't watch? Obviously, they want people to watch if they're doing it out in the middle of public.
That was my whole point. I mean, they didn't have sex until they went to the grotto, but.
And so it's more of a mouthfeel, saltiness type thing.
So I think they just didn't want me to watch because if you're having sex in the grotto, everybody's watching.
How many people are in the grotto at the same time?
They went in with another couple, but they didn't switch. It's just
so we got 4 in there.
She was with her boyfriend or husband, and the other person was with her significant other. So they were just doing it next to each other. But
and you were in the middle pool smoking?
I wasn't smoking.
Oh. Work, bitch. All right. We all just enjoy Tales from Hedo. I'm sorry.
I will be out of town for the orgy. I will say I approve 5 girls to my fan page. This story gets better every time, so thanks for asking questions, Doug, you dildo.
Oh!
That's from Chairman Steven.
Gosh.
Back with a vengeance.
Yeah, welcome back. South City Sporting Goods text inbox.
That's right. Billy Bixon down with the Pilgrims, South City Sporting Goods on Hampton Avenue. 2 blocks, what is that, 2 blocks east of where I grew up? Is that right? 3 blocks east of where I grew up?
Can I ask what down with the Pilgrims mean?
Boy, what is that? That's from Public Enemy.
Someone's upset with the Pilgrims?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a South City thing.
Down with the Pilgrims. Now Willie Williams is down with the Pilgrims. Public Enemy. I'll see if I can look it up.
Ice Cube Wicked?
Is that what it is? Ice Cube Wicked? I think you're right.
I looked it up. I can't take credit for that.
Yeah, it's not Public Enemy, Doug. I apologize.
But if you're down with them, could it mean that you're with them, that you enjoy it, or down,
like I'm down with
they
the
should have
Doug.
never come over?
I'm down with the Doug.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
What year is that, Tim? Ice Cube Wicked?
I'm going to go 92 to get me 91 and 93.
You never cease to amaze me.
No. Gosh.
Clip that off.
I'm serious. That gong is going to cause me to lose my hearing.
It's there for a reason.
Yeah, I get it.
Jackson, I will pay you $5 for each time you play the Miami Khalifa Sexually Active Young drop this week. That's from Harrison's brother Master.
Nope.
Oh, I guess that's Mia Khalifa, but he wrote Miami.
Request denied. The drop's not funny.
Yeah, it's not funny, but it's money.
No. I
owe you $10 from this. We played golf in
I
Jackson.
thought I owed you mine. I was going to ask you if I owed you.
I don't know. I thought
we
I
split
won the
or
front.
I owed you. Either way, we can parlay that later. $5 to play drops that I don't think are funny or useful is not worth it.
No, not to me either.
$5, no.
I'm down with the Pilgrims.
Yeah, it is kind of a stupid drop. Makes a fool of herself.
Anybody know what year the Pilgrims arrived?
I'm going to say...
Maybe 10 years either way.
Well,
I'm gonna say
1619.
I was going to say 1594.
We'll go earlier than that. Well, are we counting like when Columbus came here or
the
when
Pilgrims.
the Mayflower came over?
Yeah.
1601.
I just looked it up. 1620.
Okay. I'm not bad. Well,
Tim had 1619.
Yeah.
Harvard was
That's what we
found-
call a shipping.
Harvard was founded in like 1636 or something crazy like that. So I always go based off that. 1601 was my guess.
Okay.
I was only off by 26.
You're off by more than a, what did you say, 15 what?
I said 1596.
Okay. Seems like a long time ago, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was. But in relativity of time.
When did Columbus kill them all?
Columbus did not kill the Pilgrims.
Clump that up.
Yeah, he was long gone.
1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
Nice.
They got to the Caribbean.
So when did he
didn't get
kill all the Native Americans?
He didn't kill all of the Native Americans.
He killed a good bunch.
That was the...
And then took over their land. He didn't really discover it. They were already there.
Now we're down on...
Brave take.
Down on Columbus.
Brave take.
You're down with the Pilgrims, but down on
That's
Columbus.
right. Speaking of brave takes, we might rename Balloon Party that. Jackson, what's coming up? Because Doug's curious after a 3-day weekend.
Right.
With the Doggies losing, Doug. They're just having trouble scoring. The Battlehawks losing.
Yeah.
The Cardinals winning 2 of 3, but losing yesterday. What do we got?
The Little Piddles holiday weekend wrap up.
Oh, wow.
So it's not the weekend wrap up, it's the holiday. It's like a bonus
special
day.
show, yeah.
It's like a bonus day of stuff to wrap up.
Yeah.
You know.
They will not be happy because I'm missing Balloon Party on Thursday and Friday this week.
Yeah.
And then Thursday and Friday in a couple weeks. And then I think just Friday the following week. And then I think I might be going out of town the week after that. They will not be. For some reason, there's this thing on 101 that I have a bad work ethic. It's a really interesting thing.
I'm telling you.
And I kind of want to just pull it out and put it on the council and go, hey.
They're not happy when you're there, and they're not happy when you're not there.
That's right. Thank you, Iggy.
Yeah, it's a real
Do you
catch-22.
explain
Paradox?
Do you explain that your dad owns the whole property?
I tried to.
I tried to.
My dad owns this. That's what I said.
I
My
want a radio
dad
station
owns
too,
this.
Daddy.
I'll call him.
There's no bigger flex.
I'll tell him.
There's no bigger flex in this world than saying, "Do you know who my dad is?"
Oh God.
Yeah, they're not gonna be happy. But also, at the same time, like Iggy's right. Like we're there, it's a problem. We're not there, it's a problem. There's also a contingent of people who think the 1 hour we do on 101 is all the work we do in a day.
Yeah.
That is actually accurate.
And like even if you like
the lack of awareness of this show around the metropolitan area is mathematically quite reasonable, but then at the same time is rather startling, but yet good to have that mirror held up.
It is. It's very true.
Keeps you in check.
Right. But even if they acknowledge
Doug, our irrelevance is important.
Right.
Does that make sense? Is that an oxymoron? Our irrelevance is important.
Irrelevance?
Yeah.
Or relevance?
Ear.
Yeah.
I had the weirdest dream yesterday.
Let's get back to that. Yeah.
It has to do with the show.
Okay.
It has to do with a couple of shows,
Oh,
actually.
I'd like to hear it.
Time to take a break.
Sorry,
Okay,
I'm sorry. That was
fine with
mean.
me.
I'm sorry. That
We
was
want to
mean.
hear it. We
It's
want to
fine
hear
with
it.
me.
No, that was mean.
Go ahead, take one.
No, sorry. Please continue. I'm sorry.
We were combining our show with the Riz show. We were going to become a super show.
That was Dan Marshall's idea for TMA and Frank Cusimano, Doug, 2013.
10 people on there?
Yeah, it was our show and the Riz show. We're going to combine to be one show.
Like an air traffic control center.
There'd be a lot of people talking.
And I couldn't get anything down. It was, Riz was having a meeting with all of us about what we do and our show prep, and I couldn't figure anything out. King Scott was trying to show me, and I couldn't figure anything out, and Riz just said, you're out. So I got on a plane, I haven't seen one of his movies in forever. I haven't seen Wall Street in forever. I haven't seen Apocalypse. Martin Sheen was the pilot of the plane.
Was he really?
And he couldn't get it off the ground. It was in the street. It kept hitting the sides of buildings. He tried to take off and it sputtered out. And he pulled it into a FedEx. He went inside, got a package, and I woke up. I have no idea what any of that meant.
Well, we all have that in common.
Could it be that it meant nothing at all? It's just your brain with a bunch of random thoughts?
Where Martin Sheen came from, but
Not much
I
of a
kind of
pilot.
I kind of get the Riz show, as part of, you see him every day, and, I get that, but I don't know where the rest of it came from.
Yeah.
Iggy, Riz would fire you before the first break. That's from Don Peepee. He wants you out.
Well, he fired me before the show started, before we actually...
Martin Sheen did or Riz?
Riz. He said, you can't figure any of this out. You're done.
Yeah,
I don't think Riz can fire people.
Martin Sheen can, though.
Oh, okay.
Summarily dispatched.
Martin Sheen can.
Sure, he has that sort of power.
He was the pilot for some reason.
He did work at an airline in Wall Street. And
That's true.
How,
Blue Star.
Yeah, so
It's true.
Yeah, that could be it. I haven't seen that movie forever. That's the worst acting job by Charlie Sheen I've ever seen.
Wow, great story. Thanks for interrupting the show to share that. That's from Brian.
That's fine. Why don't you quit interrupting the show with your crap?
Oh. Gosh.
Read this dumbass text.
Jennings. I see that the people who know me from mic drops are definitely different than the people who know me from TMA. By the way, can you turn off his mic when he starts with the quote, I had a dream last night? It's from Chairman Steve. He's in Wildwood.
Nice one.
Well,
yeah, you're well known by so many people. Either known by your mic drops or by the show. You're known by so many different things. You're so popular.
Got a fan page now, too.
Yeah, I'm sure that's popular. It's all the rejects from the regular fan page.
Rejects.
Lives in a swanky building, though.
I saw yesterday on the broadcast, Chip Carey called it the DeWitt's Carlton.
I heard that. I like that a lot.
I like that, too.
That guy bet you would like that.
Yeah,
I was a big
DeWitt's
fan.
Carlton.
I was a big fan.
That's perfect.
If you're running a fast-growing business in St. Louis, listen up. NetSuite's Business Grows Here event is coming to St. Louis on Thursday, June 27th. Don't miss it. Why St. Louis? Because NetSuite knows St. Louis is a hub for entrepreneurs with forward-thinking founders, a top talent pool, and pro-business leadership. Apply to attend the business event of the year, taking place at the Union Station Hotel on Tuesday, June 27th. You'll learn how Missouri is paving the way for new business growth and capital. See how technology, fueled by AI, is shaping the way we grow and run our businesses. And you'll be inspired by business leaders like Jamie Siminoff, founder of Ring Video Doorbell, who headquartered his next company right here in St. Louis. NetSuite by Oracle. Business Grows Here is free to attend. If you qualify, apply right now to find out because seats are going quickly. Block out your calendar for Thursday, June 27th. Apply at netsuite.com/Missouri. That's netsuite.com/Missouri. Jackson, tell people about this Mark Hanna, and he's with Evergreen Wealth Strategies.
He is indeed, Tim. Mark Hanna with Evergreen Wealth Strategies. He can help you out in the financial sector. You might be planning for your financial future, and you might have a buddy who works in finance. You might hit him up with some strategies, or you say, I'll just do it myself. I know how to do it. That's a bad idea. A good idea is getting in contact with Mark Hanna, who can help build out a custom plan. That's what he does. He learns about you, the individual.
All plans are the same?
No, that's the thing. That is the misconception. That all plans are the same. It's not the case. It depends on your age, where you want to be in life, your current salary, what you think you're going to make down the road. Mark Hanna understands that, and he wants to emphasize just the habit of saving money. The value will change as you get older, but the habit of saving money is a great habit to get started. Mark Hanna, that's one of the very first things he'll tell you. And then if you have to change your plan down the road, you can get in contact with him, and he's so good at conveying his message. He always feels better getting off the phone than when you get on the phone. To me, that's worth everything. Call Mark Hanna today.
314-889-0503 or go online at evergreenstl.com. That's Mark Hanna with Evergreen Wealth Strategies. And we have a sponsor that's giving away $500 to TMA listeners when you contact them, and that is Premier Construction. Premier Construction, man, I'm telling you, with the hailstorm this weekend, this is a good one to be talking to. They do roofing, siding, windows, concrete, and more. Veteran-owned and operated. Call them and let them know you're a TMA listener. You're going to get a $500 discount. That number is 314-224-2543, and they're on Facebook at Premier Construction Exteriors. It's veteran-owned and operated, a hands-on contractor. They don't subcontract all the work out to smaller companies and then just tack on their profit on the end price. They can work with your insurance company on the claims for storm damage from this weekend. It is Premier Construction Exteriors. $500 discount for TMA listeners. Dan or Jay is who you can call at 314-224-2543, 314-224-2543, or go to the Facebook page, Premier Construction Exteriors. And again, $500 discount for TMA listeners. Want to compete in the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today? Send your emails in the morning after at InsideSTL.com for our Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today. Coming up in about an hour. Then Jackson and I go down the hallway. We'll be fine. Doug, it's 2.5 years now.
Right.
We've dealt with it.
Made it this long.
We'll be fine. Josh Innes is going to co-host with me tomorrow.
Oh, great.
And then he will be filling in on Thursday and Friday. In for a full week the following week. And then Jackson and I are playing together. I'm playing at Jackson's club as his guest.
Log cabin?
The log, as he calls it.
Yeah.
The following week. And, the pressure's on. How's a 26-year-old, probably the youngest guy in the field, if I had to guess, gonna handle this kind of pressure? We'll see. I'm anxious to see.
Oh, yeah.
Swing your swing. That's what I say.
Swing your swing is what you say.
Yeah, no mechanical thoughts out there. Just swing, swing your swing.
Just relax.
Free hand,
Let
soft
muscle
hands.
memory take over.
Bingo. Instinct.
But when you're standing over a 5-footer with the flight on the line, how's that going to feel? Is that hole going to get tight, boy?
Yeah, just finish the putt. Don't lift your head. Watch the.
Don't
putt.
leave it short.
Yeah. Don't blast it by.
No.
Some people think, I can't leave this putt short. Let me hammer it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Putt through the
Because
break.
if you don't, then you don't hit it the way you hit it. Oh, it's short. Oh my God.
If you read
now,
it
if you're
a certain way.
free rolling to win a bunch of money on a birdie putt, then Doug lets attack.
Right.
But it's a different kind of situation. I don't like the. Don't leave it short.
Yeah, you got to. If you're putting with a lot of break too, and you're hammering it, you're putting it right through the break, and now your entire read of the putt has changed. So, putt the right speed is what I say.
Oh,
1
I
foot
think so.
past.
Yeah,
it's the goal.
Okay.
I'm on the TMA fan page and the Stephen Wildwood fan page. Thanks. That's from Who's Your Daddy? You want to list what fan pages you're on?
I think those two.
No, I'm on, not really fan pages. I'm on a Bermuda page. It's not really a fan page.
Bermuda Triangle?
No, I think it's called Bermuda Daydreaming.
Do planes still get stuck in the Bermuda Triangle?
I don't know if they fly over it anymore.
No, Bermuda Triangle is not even in Bermuda. It's the only fan page I'm on. I mean, there's some people I follow that I guess you could consider their fan pages, but so no fan page in particular.
You going to join Chairman Steve's?
No.
Would you like to start your own?
How about that?
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
No, it's no different than my Facebook page.
Yeah, it's kind of your fan page.
Yeah, but you're limited to 5,000 people, I think. I don't know if that's changed.
Here, you could really show yourself off.
Not that if I had a fan page, I get more than 5,000. I think
You don't know that, baby.
I think I'm at 4,900 something on my Facebook page, but
yeah, because it's capped.
Yeah, I don't know if I get more than 5,000 on a fan page.
Oh, I think you would. You
Rest in peace, Dan. But what
you
I
show
do,
that Speedo picture?
I post the same stuff on my fan page that I post on this.
Yeah, but you get to a wider audience. No?
I don't have any fans.
Well, you would if you keep posting that Speedo pic.
Yeah, maybe I will today, Doug.
During the show.
No, the Bermuda page is kind of cool.
We want to talk about your page.
I don't want my own fan page.
Please post a Speedo picture as soon as possible.
For what?
Do it now. Just to see how many likes we can get it.
I'm not going to get any likes if I just posted it for no reason at all.
Well, it's been posted many other times.
Yeah, but there was usually something behind it.
Like what?
I don't know. I have to go back and look. Today one of my memories was where I mentioned that we're no longer going to be at St. Charles Lanes for Gobble Bowl. I'll be having a new lane.
Is that right?
No, this was like 7 years ago. A
Cave
memory.
Springs
A
for the
memory.
last
It's still
few
Cave
years, right?
Springs. Great people at Cave Springs. Can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
But I was leaving St. Charles Lanes because they had new ownership. And the guy didn't want to talk about doing it. So I posted that on the fan page and all hell broke loose.
How? What kind of hell?
Well, lying about saying he never called. I said, well, yeah, I called, and I said, we can talk entry fee if you want, a price, because I always get it donated, and he wouldn't do it for free. And I said, well, I understand that. We can talk about what you think is fair, and he never called back, so that's all I said, and all hell broke loose.
Still kind of a cockleburr in your saddle.
No, not really. Good people at St. Charles Lanes. I think Dan does a great job.
Dan's good
Yes, he
man.
took over. He's done a good job. So that was all I said. And
he's kept that house in good order.
I don't know. I haven't been there since I quit bowling.
These scumbags on the fan page.
Got a chuckle out of Tim.
Sometime I wonder who that was. These scumbags.
Fit chick. I don't know.
Fit chick.
Fit chick. God, where'd she go?
Doug. I don't know who that is.
Doug, we've got a long list of lore in this show's history, and we'll celebrate it by swapping bodily fluids on July 26th.
Maybe we can find Maggie on top.
I've been told she was an auto mechanic.
Dude?
Yeah, on Watson Road.
Oh, God, a guy writing that kind of erotica?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Guys write everything that ever gets read on this show.
I kind of thought that was the case when she had a picture up there, and then I saw that her picture was like a promo picture for a porn site.
How's she look?
She could write some erotica.
I remember she talked about raucous bowel movements.
Yeah, that kind of ended for me.
That's when you tapped out.
Oh, God, I don't.
Speaking of which, that flush brought to you by Schaefer Door Company, right next door to us, Doug.
I can't hear it.
Well, possibly because Schaefer Doors installed one of their doors there. I don't know that I haven't seen them do it, but if they install a garage door, it'll stay installed, and it could just be soundproof from flushes. Because Schaefer Door does the best work in town. They got a big staff there. They like to keep a lot of people around on Monday morning or today, Tuesday morning, to service doors that were broken over the weekend or possibly hail damage. Schaefer Door, there seems to be a bit of a misunderstanding about how it's spelled. Let's go through that again. Schaefer. That is Schaefer. That is Schaefer Door Company. Their website, appropriately enough, is schaeferdoor.com. They service all kinds of garage doors for service and new installation. If you have a business and you need one of those big, ginormous garage doors, Schaefer Door has a lot of experience in that type of installation as well. The business has multiple family members working there. They're big enough to get any kind of job done, small enough to talk to you about any kind of problem that you might have. And their service techs are not commission-based, not going to try to sell you something they don't need. They just want to get you up and running as quickly as possible. Again, the website, schaeferdoor.com, or you can call and text them. I'll give that number now.
Do it, yeah.
636-782-3608. There it is. 636-782-3608. Schaefer Door Company, great company. They'll get you taken care of. Schaefer Door is a Clopay Master Authorized Dealer.
Longo Biggs is another sponsor of this program, and we're grateful for their support online at LONGOBIGGS.com. Yeah, Longo Biggs played in the Jennings Randolph Jr. Fan Page Club Championship. If you are injured in a car accident and you need an attorney, you need the best one you can find. If any of my family or friends are ever injured in an accident, I want them to call Doug Biggs and C.D. Longo at Longo Biggs Injury Law. For nearly 10 years, Doug Biggs and C.D. Longo have been recognized as the top 40 under 40 personal injury lawyers by Super Lawyers, the National Academy of Personal Injury Attorneys, and the National Trial Lawyers Association. In a personal injury case, there can be a substantial amount of money on the line, and these guys know how to get you every last dollar possible. They're smart, they're tough, and they're aggressive, and they're not the churn and burn type of law firm. With Doug and CD, you won't be just another file lost in the shuffle. If you have questions about your case, you'll talk to Doug or CD personally, and they will handle every aspect of your case the entire way. They'll get to know you, you'll get to know them. Doug and CD are local, friendly, professional, and most importantly, excellent personal injury lawyers. And they're listeners of the show. They're online at longobiggs.com, LONGOBIGGS.com. Remember, the choice of an attorney is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements. Jackson, I saw you post this yesterday from your Instagram account, and I guess it was a controversial post. Doug, this is St. Louis starter packs.
Do I need the hot take mittens?
I don't know. I guess there's a guy who doesn't like the St. Louis Starter Packs account, and I guess he has gathered that the operator of St. Louis Starter Packs, who is not Jackson, but many think is Jackson, is from Kirkwood. And therefore, this guy said, this same person has typed this same response to me no less than 100 times over the years. So today is the day I will put it out to the people. And the question was, or not the question, this was sent to him, and he sent it 100 times over the years. Kirkwood is in South County.
Oh, boy.
And so he put that on a Gallup poll on his account.
As some sort of insult?
That's what the guy, I guess, was trying to say. I don't know. Is Kirkwood South County? Doug, you are a Kirkwood native. What is your vote? And then I will give you the Gallup poll results.
Well, the people in Kirkwood don't consider themselves South County. I guess if you just look at geographically, it'd certainly be Southwest County. So I'm going to say, no, it is not South County.
80% of the 3,000 votes agree with you. But it led to a lot of DMs.
It's funny that that's considered an insult in this parochial town of ours.
This was yesterday.
Well, what a life some people have that they're sending DMs on Memorial Day about is South County Kirkwood.
Other way around.
Yeah.
Kirkwood, South County.
No, because South County is south of 44. The Mason-Dixon line of St. Louis and the Boone Bridge used to be the equivalent of the Appalachian Mountains, but you could argue for 141 post-COVID. What does that mean?
What?
I don't know. I'm just reading some of the responses that
Too
it
much
got.
of a breakdown there.
Which one is the Boone Bridge?
Boone Bridge?
The one that's 370, right?
Yeah.
364.
360. Oh, yeah.
Heading into St. Charles.
Boy, that's a narrow bridge. You can't even sneeze on that thing.
Yeah.
This is hilarious. My husband grew up in St. Louis Hills, and he is adamant that it is not South County either. The stereotypes are scary.
That's Kirkwood, isn't it? St. Louis Hills in the city.
It does feel like south of 44 would be South County.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really an insult. It's just a geographical.
It's meant to be an insult.
What does it matter?
It doesn't, but it's still meant to be an
Why don't
insult.
you say what city you live in? I live in Festus. I live in DeSoto. I live in Kirkwood. Oh, is that South County? Does it matter where it is?
If there's ever an award for the most provincial market in the country, I would submit a screenshot of this.
Yeah.
If you're not in St. Louis, congratulations.
Because nobody moves, or not very many. People are born here. They live their whole lives here. They don't go anywhere else. If they do, they leave out of college for about 3 or 4 years, and then they come back.
And they have sex with women around Wrigley Field, and then they come back. Is that correct?
Some of them do, yeah. Yeah, we're not... We have to be one of the least transient of all the major cities in America.
I would have to think.
I can't imagine what would top us in that area.
Yeah, who tops us?
Yeah.
I don't know that Kansas City's more transient than we are, I think.
People from St. Louis suck.
Hey.
I just don't know what it would matter. I mean, what if you saw a nice house? Oh, I saw a beautiful house in Lima, great place. That's South County? Oh, I'm not living there.
Yeah.
What does it matter?
Well, there's many multi-million-dollar houses in Sunset Hills. That's South County.
Well, we moved there.
I already did.
Oh. Room for the barn off?
Not in one of the multi-million-dollar houses.
I'm not really sure where the barn off is.
It's in the back, around back.
It's a region of Doug's property. Unbelievable.
By the polo fields. You've been there, haven't you, Ledoux?
Big polo fields are huge.
Right behind St. Louis Country Club. Mm-hmm. They have their own polo fields.
Yeah.
We're better than Kansas City. That's a mud puppy.
With something like Cleveland, that's probably not very transient.
I'd say that's similar. I think a lot of Midwestern towns are similar to St. Louis now.
What city would be the biggest? Atlanta?
As far as transient, to be the Sun Belt, L.A., Miami.
New York. New York has more people sticking around, but...
Seems like everybody in Atlanta, nobody was born there.
Well, I think there's a lot of people from Atlanta who continue to live in Atlanta.
I mean, it's a big city, but I would venture to guess that more than 50% of the population wasn't born there.
Could be.
I'll take the under on that. People, I feel like from warmer weather towns, more likely to stay at their hometown than cold weather towns. That's my opinion.
Now, Harrison's brother Master is not happy. The Boone Bridge is Chesterfield, the St. Charles, you morons, and it's Highway 40, and it's not small.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know that was called a Boone Bridge.
I didn't know either. Yeah. I don't know names of bridges. I just know
we're stumped. I know the stand span.
I'd never take the stand span.
No, I rarely do. I know the JB Bridge.
Yeah, taken that before.
Blanchette Bridge, that's one of St. Charles. They still call that the Blanchette Bridge?
You're looking at me.
Yeah. You spend a lot of time in St. Charles West.
I'm not sure I've stayed on 40 further than Chesterfield.
You just turn around?
Come on.
I don't think I have.
Veer off the road.
You ever drive to Columbia to a game or anything?
Yeah, I always take 70.
What, you start on 40 and probably hit 70 at Wentzville.
You just hit 70 by my house.
Well, then you're never on 40 to begin with.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think I've ever gone past Chesterfield on 40.
Really? Never been to the outlet malls out there?
Well, that's Wentzville. Don't you take 40 to Wentzville?
You can.
Yeah, probably there.
40 and 70 intersect there in Wentzville.
I don't remember going over a bridge, though.
Well, you would have had to get over the Missouri River.
Either way, you stumped us. We didn't know it was the boom.
Okay, yeah, we should have.
Anybody
Feel
want to
bad about
apologize
that.
to Harrison's brother, Mouse?
I will, because I've crossed that bridge often. I should have known that was the Boone Bridge.
Well, that's news we can use. Okay. You want news you can use that I found over the weekend?
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
That I will bet nobody
Yes.
in this dais knew. And
What?
half of our listeners didn't know.
Well, give us a quiz.
I was going to fry some pork chops.
That's how the quiz starts?
Yeah. When I fry
It starts with you getting ready to fry pork chops?
No, when I fry pork chops.
I'm tired of this story.
I haven't even done it. I haven't even said it yet.
Joe Buck wants nothing to do with it.
Well, now when I fry pork chops, I like, little nice crust in there. So obviously you're going to use some breadcrumbs. But I always use an egg wash before I put in the breadcrumbs. I looked at my eggs. It said it expired May 20th. I said, oh, God. So I said, just for the hell of it, I Googled, or whatever, not Google, I asked my girl, whatever, my fake Siri, whatever I have, how good are eggs after the expiration date? You can eat an egg 4 to 5 weeks after the expiration date.
Okay.
Did you know that?
What's the quiz? Is that the quiz?
That's the quiz. I mean, most people, like I'm pretty leery when it comes to things expiring.
Botulism.
Like food. That steak expired 2 days ago, whatever. But I said, how long can I eat? Usually some people say 4 days, 5 days. If your expiration is like May 20th, it's good 5 weeks after that in eggs.
Put it in a bowl of water. If it floats, then it's old and you don't want to eat it.
Yeah, I just go by that. It said 4 to 5 weeks. So, and it was only like 6 days.
A topic last week for 15 minutes, you talked about the expiration dates of milk and chicken.
Yeah.
Well, today I talked about
No
eggs. How many people are throwing that away? How many people are going to bake a cake? Oh, the eggs expired 4 days ago.
None of
I
our
can't
listeners
bake it.
bake cakes.
But if they did, how many would have thrown the eggs away?
Rats them out $5.
Hey, don't. They're good for another 4 or 5 weeks after the expiration date.
All right.
So there's some news you can use. Save people a lot of money. Ready to throw those eggs away? Nope, still good.
Back it up a bit. Don't really care.
So I fried my pork chops.
Is there a TMA I had a dream speech Instagram post?
There is.
I gotta look at this.
I guess KG took care of that.
That's really good. I was thinking.
I just see Henshin just sent it, but I don't know if it was Henshin's creation or if that was from our account.
I don't know. Sometimes I go to Instagram.
Doug, what do you think's going to become the more famous I had a dream speech 50 years ago?
This one? No, forgotten Martin Luther King.
It's in black and white, too. It's really funny.
Yeah, so Dirty Chewbacca, you can taste me. I'm working and working.
Dirty Chewbacca.
Come on, Chewbacca. You can like me, and you don't have to dislike KG.
There we go.
If he puts stuff up, he did it for the show.
How about that?
For the betterment. Oh,
Thank you, Iggy.
Yeah.
There's a peace treaty going on here, Doug.
Common ground. Left and right.
It's nice.
Reagan
that we can reach
Gorbachev.
that, yeah.
A dozen eggs are $2. I'll just go get new ones. It's from Larry Thornton.
That's kind of where I'm at with stuff.
But
like,
you don't have to.
But if it's a 50-50 bowl and one option is possible botulism and the other option is I'm out $2 for new eggs, I will always pick the latter. Every time.
But what if you're in the middle of getting ready to do something? You're not going to run to the store. Just so you know, they're good 4 to 5 weeks. They're not going to lie to you.
Yeah, but what
These are
happens
from
when
egg
a
experts.
rogue egg.
I just needed the yolk.
It's a bit of information that everyone was wondering about this morning, too.
There could be ladies out there.
There's no ladies out there. None.
What if you get up in the morning and I'm going to make some scrambled eggs? Oh, these eggs expired 4 days ago. I just told you can make scrambled eggs now.
And
hey, Iggy gave me this advice. We have eggs. Scrambled eggs, everybody. Just trying to help people out.
It's appreciated.
Don't eat them. Throw them away and go to the store and buy more.
Now we're frustrated. Now you're frustrated with the reaction.
It's the IHOP 8 o'clock hour, even though it's 9:13. Try IHOP's new spring menu featuring tasty classic chicken sandwiches and new cinnamon apple pecan pancakes. That's at IHOP. Send your emails in for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. That comes your way at 9:45. Balloon party at 10 o'clock. And text into the South City Sporting Goods text inbox. Boy, that Billy Bixon, Doug, first off, down with the Pilgrims.
Yeah.
But then secondly, what they're doing at South City Sporting Goods is great. If you have a team and you are looking for uniforms, go to South City Sporting Goods. You'll be quite delighted with what they're doing. You'll get your own online store, and they will take care of everything for you. It's Bill Bixon, South City Sporting Goods. And you should probably
think about it.
That's right. I agree with that. I would agree with that.
I'll be thinking for sure.
Thank you very much. All right, we'll take a commercial break. Come back with more of TMA, presented to you by Brown & Crouppen.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
The choice of a lawyer is important and shouldn't be based on an ad.
After a serious car accident, people have two questions. Why me and what now? Well, no one knows why you, but I'm Terry Crouppen, and my law firm Brown & Crouppen sure can help with the what now. Car repairs, medical bills, lost wages, pain and suffering. We're Brown & Crouppen, and we've got all those answers. All you have to do is call 222-2222.
If you want a first-class, top-of-the-line, high-quality interior remodeling job, you know who I'm going to suggest. Collier & Thompson. Known for their kitchen and bathroom remodels, Collier & Thompson is where you go when you want your remodeling job done right the first time. Collier & Thompson doesn't just do large remodeling jobs. They do plenty of man caves, bars, offices, pretty much anything inside your home. Check out their 10,000-square-foot showroom next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House on Manchester. Let them bring your dream remodel to reality. CollierandThompson.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here with James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. James, I love getting emails from listeners who support the sponsors. Got one from a client of yours who switched, and you immediately saved him $1,000, and it meant the world to him.
The area that we're really having an impact on people's finances are people with drivers under the age of 25. We're seeing material savings for these types of clients, hundreds, if not even thousands of dollars per year.
James Carlton, Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency, 314-961-4800, or go online at carltoninsurance.net. Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here with Seth Goldcamp of Design Air Heating and Cooling, and I have been a long-time Design Air client. What separates you guys from everybody else?
It's becoming more common for companies to just get their foot in the door. They try to come up with different ways to upsell. They try to see how much they can make off of a customer, as opposed to, hey, we're in there to do a service. We're going to do it well. We're going to do it for a fair price.
I don't know how many emails I have received from our listeners who experience the incredible customer service Design Air Heating and Cooling provides. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling, online at designairservice.com.
The Midwest Drag Racing Series presents a night of fire and thunder. Saturday, June 29th at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Jet dragsters, funny cars, and ground-pounding pro mod. Plus the Route 66 Twilight Cruise and Car Show. And for the first time ever in St. Louis, a jet dragster car burn. The biggest cutting torch will completely annihilate a full-size sedan in a shower of flames and sparks like you've never seen. And to top it all off, the first big fireworks show of the summer. Brought to you by Illinois Tourism in downstate Illinois. Saturday, June 29th. Details and tickets at www.raceway.com.
Get the best at 100 West. 100 West Dental. No insurance? No problem. 100 West Dental has a plan when you don't, for ease and affordability. Feeling nervous? Not anymore. 100 West Dental provides complete comfort during quality care. Over 350 5-star reviews agree. When you want to get your smile into winning shape, get the best at 100 West. 100 West Dental. Consult virtually with Dr. Pryor or book online at 100westdental.com.
Rosalita's Cantina is known for having the best patio and the best Tex-Mex in town. From carne con cerveza to shrimp diablo, the amazing menu at Rosalita's is full of classic Mexican dishes. Plus, it's always time for a margarita. Rosalita's has the most delicious house and specialty margs in town. Enjoy happy hour specials Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 and brunch at the De Pere location on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 to 3. Check out rosalitascantina.com or visit the downtown or De Pere location today. Time to get your fiesta on at Rosalita's. dishes.
I get asked all the time by people, if I'm in an accident, what should I do? And while yes, you should call the police, exchange insurance information, and take pictures of the scene, all those things are important. But the most important thing you need to do is hire a personal injury lawyer. This is Doug Biggs from Longo Biggs Injury Law. And if you've been hurt by someone else's negligence, don't take on the insurance company yourself. Insurance companies have teams of people and a playbook designed to keep you running in circles so they can pay you as little money as possible for your accident claim. If you don't have a lawyer, they know you can't bring your claim to court, and they will never give you full value. We recently took an offer from an insurance company without a lawyer on the case from $12,000 to $200,000. You can't get that kind of result without an attorney on your case. Even if you don't hire us, you need to hire a personal injury attorney. Check us out online at longobigs.com.
The Tim McKernan Show podcast, featuring long-form interviews with people from the world of sports, politics, and entertainment.
And our guest today, Bill McClellan. Thanks so much for coming in.
Hey, my pleasure, Tim.
What's up, Caden?
Hi, how are you?
Joe Buck, our guest today.
Man, it's like I haven't seen you in years.
More than 500 episodes and counting, and it's available wherever you get your podcasts, including the TMA STL app. Get the app now at TMASTL.com. Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Butter me up, Daddy.
It's the Brown and Crouppen Morning After.
KPN-TFM HD2.
What are this? It's close to
The Cardinals are coming, tra-la-tra-la. The Cubbies are saying the flags in the bag. The Cardinals are winning, it's too soon to brag. But when it's all over and October's here, now Cardinals will win it, 'cause this is our year. Look out, because we're the Cardinals are coming, tra-la-la-la-la-la.
Bam! Jazz flute.
It's the one you wanted. Well, it's the one you got. Welcome back to Teammates. Presented to you by Brown and Crouppen. We're in the Schaefer Door Company. 9 o'clock hour. Timothy Michael McKernan, Douglas Sullivan Vaughn, Jackson Burkett with you. Ken Strode not available. Chairman Kurt is, though.
Say 9:23 will be back in the studio.
That's 2 more minutes.
Yeah.
Oh.
That'd be my guess.
Chairman Kurt, are you taking bets again, running a book?
Yeah, always looking for a way to make some profit here.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the popular action?
Oh, Callus Coitus says 2 minutes, 2 seconds.
Okay.
That's the only bet so far.
Yeah.
We're at 137 already, so tick, tick.
So right when the return ends, that's when you start the clock?
Correct.
Oh, God, I'm getting emotional.
Brian Henson says, lock the door. Speak for yourself there, Doug. I'm a female, and I just came out of the ladies' restroom after my constitutional. It's from Dirty Chewbacca.
Do a constitutional. There's no reason at all that word is used for cleansing one's bowels.
I think it's like a walk. Like if you take a walk in the morning, that's like a constitutional.
The word just doesn't make any sense there.
I don't know.
It sounds so stately.
It does, doesn't it?
That sounds
Now, if Ben Franklin did it, I'd say okay.
Yeah.
But someone else, no. It just doesn't work in that sense, does it?
You're asking the wrong question.
Yeah, I don't like its use there. Yeah. We can get that taken care of.
What are the right questions?
What I'm asking for today's Little Piddles holiday weekend wrap up.
Is Anthony Becht on the hot seat if the doggies don't have home field advantage?
Oh, gosh.
The coach of the Battlehawks is in the hot seat if the MLS team does poorly.
He lost his signal caller.
AJ?
Mm-hmm. He hadn't been there the last couple of weeks.
That's right. The thought is he'll be healthy for this game against San Antonio.
Okay.
Gotta win it. You win it, you're at the Dome the rest of the way.
You guys been watching their games?
Doug?
That's a no!
It's my favorite thing.
Whose games?
I always kind of forget that they're playing. And then if I remember and it's on, then I'll try to turn it on for a while.
Do they play Saturday?
I think so, 9:23.
Doug, you want to get 9:23?
Yeah, that's twice
hot.
in a row.
This guy's red hot.
You're having a heater here.
Already crestfallen.
Doug's making a lot of money.
Went to the bathroom. Had to wait for the elevator. Talking to
Courtney. The elevator we could bypass.
Talking to
we
Courtney.
Could take the stairs.
Talking to Mark Close.
Mm-hmm.
The stairs, I feel like, would mitigate this entirely if you just took the stairs.
Yeah, probably.
But you don't care much.
Hit the nail right on the head.
I just wish you were more punctual. I guess we'll get through it. I guess we will.
Well, it's my fault. You know what a lot of shows do? Well, first of all, there is no show that goes an hour and 20 minutes without taking a break. But a lot of shows, when they take a commercial break,
what?
They actually throw their live spots in the break. So if we did that, it'd be like an 8-minute break.
So you're blaming the setup of the show?
No, I'm just saying that we have so many live spots, but
we don't.
But our show's different. That's why it's so popular, because other shows have to do that. We don't have to.
No.
We can do our 18 live spots in the show, during the show, not at the breaks.
Absolutely we can.
That's why they don't have long commercial breaks, because the commercials are actually done in the show via live spots.
Mm-hmm. Look, I've never had a really great work ethic.
I have a great work ethic. I just don't have a great break ethic. I don't have a great break ethic.
Well, I don't know. I hate to see it become a thing.
It's not like it's become a thing. It's 2 years has been going on. Why is it still a thing?
I think people.
They come back on time. Quit making excuses! Callous Coitus has lost it in the YouTube chat.
Yes, he has.
Oh, that's a shame. I'm going to come to your work. I'm just going to stand outside, wherever you work. I don't know. I'll stand outside the Clown's Mouth.
You work at a putt-putt operation?
And just see how, you have to make your order inside a Clown's Mouth. See how long it takes you to get to that order. I'm just stand there. The car sits there for 30 seconds. Can I take your order? What took you so long?
Oh.
The car's been here for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Let me ask the plowmaster this.
Sounds like Strauss wasn't impressed with the take he heard.
In studio, it sounded like, too. That was on the phone.
No need for excuses. It's 3 hours. You can make it without 0 breaks. Most people don't get breaks for 3 hours. It's from Larry Thornton, KSTK's own.
Well, maybe you're in the wrong profession.
You need to find a profession with plenty of breaks.
I have one here.
Those are the ones that usually pay very well. If you could go back again and change your degree, change the profession, what would you pick?
I don't know. Crabber.
Interesting answer.
Crabber.
Hello, la la la.
You'd be a crabber?
You have to go to school for that?
Roll up your pants legs and just wade in the water and pull out crabs?
Your ass would get tossed so quick. All of us, all of those guys are like unbelievable.
I like to work on a fishing boat.
Like one of those like deadliest catch things? Oh my God.
No, I want to go out in Alaska with the waves. Just, tuna fishermen or whatever. Nice calm waters in Florida. Take your cash to the market, get your cash, see you tomorrow morning.
I own a daycare, dumbass. Could you imagine if I was late every day unlocking the door? It's from Johnny Johnson.
Yeah, good point, G.
Well, that's your prerogative. You work at a daycare. I work at a radio show.
Yeah, you do.
Change professions. I don't worry about your daycare. I don't kid over there pooping his pants, walking along with his diaper sagging on the ground because nobody wants to change it. I don't come in and complain to you.
No, you haven't yet.
That would be a good little segment for the socials. Iggy goes to people's works and just gives it back to them.
Browbeats them.
Most of these people don't work, but if they did, tell me where you work. Let me come to your place and just bitch at you every hour of the day for 3 hours. Hey, Mr. Johnson, Steve's late for a break. He was supposed to be at his desk. He's not here.
Everybody's Johnson. Everybody.
I don't know why it bothers you.
Oh, yeah.
You bitch when I talk, but then you bitch when I'm not here.
That's right. Yeah.
Make up your mind.
Yeah, one way or the
You
other.
can't be mad about both.
Can't have it both ways.
Oh, tell him to shut up. Tell him to leave the show. Where is he? Why isn't he back? Come on. No rhyme or reason to these people.
This is sounding like a get off my lawn episode.
It's getting to that point.
We have a lot of texts on this. Talk about the Cardinals. It's crickets. Iggy shows up late.
It's amazing, huh? It's just, I don't get it.
They're going to think it's part of the show now. And maybe it has become that.
Who had the first kid?
Well,
Transform your story at Illinois Recovery Center. At Illinois Recovery Center, the team believes in the strength of every individual's journey to recovery. Whether you're taking the first step or continuing your path, the IRC's dedicated team is here to support you. Why choose Illinois Recovery Center? The holistic healing approach, expert care and guidance, safe and welcoming environment, tailored programs for lasting recovery, and top-notch facility and accommodation. Discover the path to lasting recovery and renewal at Illinois Recovery Center, where compassionate support meets personalized care for your unique journey. The IRC builds the unwavering determination to thrive beyond the shadows of the past. Visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com or call 888-472-9559. That's IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com.
I had somebody DM me over the weekend who's been there. He said it's just a fabulous place. He says it's really helped him out.
God bless. Great to hear. In today's fast-paced world of digital marketing, making meaningful connections with your audience can be a daunting challenge for any business, but what if there was a place where connections aren't just made, but nurtured for growth? Enter 2060 Digital, our sister company backed by a 100-year-old media empire, just like 105.7 The Point, HD2. If you're a business owner or marketer seeking more strategic ways to reach and engage customers, look no further than 2060 Digital. With 12 years of expertise, 2060 specializes in simplifying the complexities of digital marketing. Our team demystifies the process by transforming it from a challenge into an opportunity for your business. Whether it's enhancing your brand's online presence, optimizing digital campaigns, or increasing customer engagement, 2060 is here to propel your business forward. Think your business has room to grow? Let us prove it to you. Visit 1057thepoint.com/2060digital to request a complimentary digital audit today. That's 2060 Digital. Saying, quote, maybe you need another profession that doesn't require you to be on time, tells your bosses at Hubbard that you have a worthless job. Do better, Ken. Johnny Johnson is not happy now.
I don't know how you got this a worthless job out of that.
Try to respect Tommy and your employer and be back on time. He has asked you constantly to stay off your phone and you continue to play around on it. He never seen so little respect for someone. Some Father Brown.
That head is buried lower than I've ever seen it before. That's 85% crestfallen.
Well, I'm tired of him bringing up bosses in this. Leave Tommy out of it.
Yeah.
I just had my yearly review a few weeks ago.
How'd it go?
It was a glowing review.
Glowing.
How about that?
Yeah.
Text me and I'll talk dirty to you.
That's a separate business idea.
Guy could be the next Tommy Hilfiger. Should have got into that profession.
Fashion design.
Something.
Yellow and gray pop.
Pink and gray.
Pink and gray, buddy.
Doug, the Doggies lost to Seattle on Saturday night. 2-1, 0-0. Was that the 62nd minute that Seattle got?
I don't know what minute it was.
One goal.
You know, I was watching it with a guy who's a season ticket holder, and I said, own goal. And he goes, I don't know if that's an own goal.
That's what they classify it.
But they wind up classifying it as an own goal.
It's weird because sometimes it's like a clear deflection where they couldn't get out of the way and it hits their foot and it goes in. It's like own goal. It's like, well, not really. It's more of a deflection.
Roman Burke, he couldn't have done anything about it, but he did make this save. Take a listen to Joey's.
I'd like to hear it. Yeah.
In swinger from Acosta toward the back post, headed there, and Berkey gets fingertips. Back to a header from Haglund. Oh, Roman Berkey slapping cuffs on that thing like it's Scotty Scheffler trying to make it tea time.
Oh,
that's funny.
Gosh.
Just the voice change. Is a pass over to Berkey.
Okay. All right.
Do we have the final shot off the goalpost?
The woodwork?
That call?
I like the woodwork.
We did not. That call actually is from the Cincinnati game.
Oh, was it?
That's not from the.
Oh, Doug.
That one? It sounded just like Zanaboni.
No, it is still
Same
Joey
announcer,
Zanaboni.
different game. Stealing his stuff?
They played Cincinnati.
2 Saturdays ago.
2 Saturdays ago, they played
Seattle this past Saturday. City
2-1,
Park.
2-1 final. Yes. So that call was from 2 weeks ago, not from Saturday.
Speaking of Scotty Scheffler, that new video that came out kind of makes it look like they went a little aggressive on him there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like maybe he didn't deserve some of the treatment he got.
I would share that opinion with you
Yeah.
based on what has been released at this moment.
And the charges will be dropped before June 3rd.
Your source still says it?
They're just trying to wait and try and get him to plea bargain so they don't look so bad. But Scheffler's attorney's already said we're not plea bargaining anything. You want to file charges and keep it going, we'll see you in court. And they're going to make fools of themselves.
Yeah. It looks like perhaps the police overreacted a little bit on that situation.
He was going about, I don't even know if he's going fast enough for it to register on a speedometer. He was crawling, and the guy's running at his car and throws his hands inside the window. You were dragged nowhere, buddy. Not to mention you've been cited, 7 times for your doing donuts and things like that, so...
Who has a policeman?
Officer Gillis.
Yeah. He once wrote, I think, 320 tickets in a day?
320 in a day?
320 tickets in a day?
It was an astronomical number.
Jeez.
Like speeding tickets?
Just tickets. I don't know what, they didn't specify. He just said he once was part of an operation that he wrote an astronomical amount of tickets in one day.
320 tickets. Jeez. You'd have to get someone like a group of 150 people to
I don't know. You'll have to go look it up. It was
trespassing.
You can maybe do parking tickets, just one after the next.
There was somebody that listed all the stuff he's been cited for and things he's done. It was one day he wrote just an astronomical amount of tickets.
All right.
He was previously suspended for performing donuts with an intoxicated civilian in his police vehicle in a business parking lot.
Well, that's a bad look.
He was involved in 4 at-fault accidents while operating a Louisville Police Department vehicle. In 2 of those instances, he was ordered to take mandatory driver's training. And I haven't seen anything about
108 citations in a span of 4 hours.
Jesus.
And what were the citations about?
It says they led to 114 charges and 1 DUI arrest, so possibly just typical speeding, lane violations. It doesn't say for sure, but yeah, 108 in 4 hours.
I don't know how mathematically, because each time you get pulled over, I feel like it's about 10 minutes, isn't it?
At least.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I suppose on some of the stoppages, there could be multiple citations on one stop.
Yeah, I think that's what they meant as far as, he got 4 charges against Scotty Scheffler for doing a half a mile an hour. So he probably pulled these people over and tail light, speeding.
His pants were damaged.
Yeah. But then there was the guy who was with, I think his name was Darlington, the ESPN guy.
Jeff Darlington.
And he said that it was dark, he says, but it looked like the officer tripped over a medium running in his car. Didn't look like he was drug anywhere. You put these people on the stand, you go to court, you are going to look like such an idiot.
Oh, gosh.
Which you should be, because you're just so, I'm going to make a name for myself. It seems like you've done that quite a bit already.
Boy, you let him have it there.
Woot, 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 in the butt.
Well, Scheffler never seemed like the kind of guy that would do something crazy, but you just never know, and then the video comes out, and that solves a lot of cases.
Unfortunately, Officer Gillis did not activate his body cam. He was also, I don't know what the right term would be. But,
reprimanded.
I think that might be the right term, Iggy.
Yeah.
I think this is some corrective action.
That's what my guy told me before any of this video came out. He said the charge will be dropped because this guy did not have his body cam on, which is a violation.
Okay. Well, it made for a good soccer drop there at the save. If nothing else, we got that out of it.
Oh, gets fingertips. Back to a header from Haglund. Oh, Roman Berkey.
You cut out of it.
I don't know where the handcuffs came from. In order for you to make a save, that means you were in the wrong position to get handcuffed by it.
Slapping cuffs on that thing like it's Scotty Scheffler trying to make it tea time.
No.
And that makes no sense, slapping cuffs on that. You had that in there that you're going to use no matter what. You used it on that. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
muddy slap cuffs on.
You're a little bitter this morning.
Ed Hallman asking the last time I shaved was a year ago. No, man, it was like I shaved right before I got here.
Okay.
The Colonel.
It's a long broadcast.
Yeah, when those high school kids don't come out for a little bit, it's tough. It's kind of hold court. A bunch of people asking to take his shirt off.
When our audience gets involved, it destroys any live broadcast.
Yeah, ruins everything it touches.
This is how I make a living.
When
This is how I make a living.
when you say if you pay $5, I'll read your text.
Yeah.
You know, Dodom's going to strike.
Wouldn't you just give up the business if the only messaging you get from the audience is take off your shirt?
Appreciate Lenny tossing me some money. I'm going to keep the shirt on, but appreciate that.
Lenny.
Lenny. That's a perfect name for someone asking to take his shirt off.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit disturbed at the number of people asking me to take my shirt off.
Yeah, you should be. Mm-hmm.
I had a dream that I was arrested and Riz was the police officer and the judge was Moon. It's from Chairman Stephen Wildwood. Doug, and you remember his fan page?
I am. I think I clicked on that.
How are things over there?
I haven't checked it out since I clicked on it, but I'm sure it's good.
It's the best you could come up with out of my dream was that.
Be a nice buddy cop movie, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'd watch those too. We got good chemistry.
Ken is still flexing this higher-up source in the Louisville Police Department as if we all didn't know it's a DM from a random fan pinner. That's from Dogtown Ty, fan page club champion, defending champion.
Well, it's not, but believe what you want. I'm not the kind of guy that makes stuff up to get, hey, I had some news. Like I care. We were talking about it, just threw out some information I had. Believe it, don't believe it, I really don't care.
Yeah. You're a heck of a journalist. You've got sources
And
everywhere.
if it comes to fruition, I'm not going to pat myself on the back. Hey, I had it. I didn't have it. The guy had it.
Did Papa Time Clock just say he tripped over a medium?
Yeah.
Papa Time Clock. Pretty good.
Yeah, there were medians in between lanes.
Not mediums.
Whatever. You know what I meant.
Median.
I thought you meant like a psychic.
Could have tripped over a
Whoopi Goldberg was a medium in Ghost, was she not?
I think so. She could see the ghost.
Well, Patrick Swayze entered her.
Oh.
It's true.
It was a concrete island. How about that? Better for you?
Okay.
Didn't she coach the Knicks?
She did. And Eddie, and that one Best Picture. Boy, when did that one Best Picture? 90.
I don't know the years.
I'm going to go 95 to get me 94, 96, but I feel like 93 is live. Maybe it's a little later. Didn't make a big impression on me, but yeah, she did a great job coaching the Knicks.
What's your official guess?
I'm going to go 95.
You're just untouchable.
She ever won an Academy Award?
Whoopi?
Yeah.
I feel like she was nominated for
I think
Ghost.
she was nominated for Ghost, but I don't think she won. She has won? Yes, she won for Ghost. 1990 Best Supporting Actress. She's an EGOT winner.
EGOT her. How about that?
Yeah, daytime Emmy, but yep, EGOT winner.
And I think Gaga's going to be another one there. I think she'll win an Emmy for this Chromatica Ball that's on HBO right now.
That'll wrap her
It's
up.
kind of like a concert from Dodger Stadium that she kind of put into a movie. So there's your Emmy, Gaga. So she have an Emmy, a Grammy, and Academy Award.
Well, Larry Nichols mad at us for not putting him on.
Yeah, we haven't had him on in a month. Was something new?
Larry Nichols is with us, Doug.
Oh,
and he is going to recap us on WWE. Morning, Larry.
Hello, Nixie.
Good morning, guys. What's up?
Not much. How are you?
Fine.
How'd the show go last night?
It went fine.
Okay. You want to hit the highlights for us?
Yeah, I'll hit the highlights hard.
Okay.
Nice.
Now would be the time to do that.
The main event was a steel cage match for the women's world title between new champion Liv Morgan and former champion Becky Lynch.
Okay.
And, of course, Dominic Mysterio of the Judgment Day came out. He was wanting to help Becky Lynch, but it turned out to help Liv Morgan because Liv Morgan won the match to retain the title.
Okay.
What are you watching this morning?
The closer.
Nice. You like the closer, Doug?
Haven't seen it.
They won't let Becky Lynch win until WrestleMania.
Is that about Helsley?
Yeah, not a lot of fastballs on Sunday night. Keep an eye on that if he gets the ball today, Doug.
Yeah. Think he's tired?
I don't know. Did he have to pitch on
A lot of work here
Thursday
lately.
or Friday?
Yeah.
The Cardinals' strategic rain delay to avoid a Minaga on Friday night, though. I tip my cap to him for that.
Oh, by the way, the Cardinals going to Chilala.
Yes! Ba-da-ba-da-da-ba-da-da-ba-da. Ba-dee-da-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Go ahead, Larry.
Okay, and then, of course, this past Saturday, they had a premium live event called King and Queen of the Ring.
Okay, how'd that go?
Yeah, 5, because there was a controversial ending to the finals of the King of the Ring tournament.
That surprise you, Doug?
Yeah, there's hardly ever any controversy with wrestling.
But here's the controversy, Doug.
Okay, let's hear it.
When Gunther went to pin Randy Orton, one of his shoulders was off, but the referee still counted the 3 and crowned Gunther the new King of the Ring.
Why would he do that?
I guess they want. I'm guessing they didn't want Randy Orton to win.
Okay.
Hey, Larry, this is an interesting text here, and I don't know if you want to address it on the air or not. Is this guy really a wrestling insider if he's not going to address the Von Erich brother anal scenes in that Iron Claw movie?
Oh.
That's from Injun Joe's Cave Ride
There
Magic
are
Man.
anal scenes?
I'm not going to dignify that test with a response.
Good.
Was there anal in that?
Oh.
I mean, it's
I
not.
haven't seen the movie, and if I did, there probably won't be no gay sex.
Well, just for the record, just because it's anal doesn't necessarily mean it's two gentlemen. Or two ladies with a strappy, right, Doug?
I guess it could be.
I know, but there was no anal scenes in the movie, even if I did see it.
So you haven't seen it, you don't know.
I don't know where that guy gets his stuff from.
Well, he's seen it. You haven't seen it, so
No,
you don't
if-
know there wasn't any in there.
I said if I did see it.
Did you see it?
No.
Well, how do you know
But
there
if
was?
I did.
But if you haven't, then how do you know there's not any anal if you haven't seen it?
Oh, God. How did we get up on this?
Is it pee?
Kevin Miller said he's seen it.
I can confirm that there is no anal in the Iron Claw.
Oh, good.
What films really specify anal? I mean, when Jake Gyllenhaal spit on his hand, that was probably a tell. But other than that,
Picture. Entourage has the plot where Eric tries anal.
on Sloan?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Didn't go well for
I think
him
on
at the
Game of
target.
Thrones, or not Game of Thrones, Spartacus.
The Merkin.
When Caesar he did something terrible to a guy, and to get back at him, he banged him, turned him, pulled him over a table, had him tied down. and banged him.
Okay, that's enough.
Pulp Fiction has a brutal anal scene.
Yep. But, like, let's say it's hetero, with all the heteros.
Can you give that to me, please?
Yes.
Cut that off.
Gosh, we should. We really should.
Chuck says, Larry Nickel in the YouTube comments complaining about getting bumped for Iggy's daily airing of grievances is laugh out loud funny. Larry, were you complaining about getting bumped for Iggy's daily airing of grievances?
I wasn't getting bumped because of that.
There you go. Hedonism, Chuck.
Yeah.
I don't know what you saw.
Anyway.
Go, yeah, please.
Anyway, before I do my top 5 countries, and I know you guys are up against the email of the day,
Yeah.
I'd like to apologize for not being on for a month because of either family commitments or work-related stuff.
Yeah, you had been. Texting us saying you weren't going to be able to be on the show.
That was not today. It was other times where there family commitments or work-related stuff where I can't watch the whole show and recap the next day.
Yeah. Well, it's great to have you back.
Those are more important than this show, Larry.
Well, family is and work is.
That's what I said. Both of those are more important than this show.
I'll go with what Tim says.
So you do what you got to do.
Yes. And now we do the top 5 countries.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
Number 5, Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia gets
Jesus.
in. Yeah, I don't remember them getting in before.
because of what? Because of them hosting the PMI event this past Saturday.
Oh,
what's next? North Korea?
No. Number 4 will be Greenland.
Greenland.
Number 3 will be jolly old England.
Yes.
Number 2, Canada. Number 1, United States of America.
Yes.
There.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for this nice words. I appreciate it so much.
Good to have you back, Larry.
Thank you.
Larry, God bless you, and God bless these United States of America.
Yeah, God bless America. Now let's do the email today.
There he is. I mean, this guy can run point from a remote location in Alton, Illinois.
You're doing a fine job of it.
Yeah, send your emails in. Design Air Heating and Cooling email today coming your way here in a matter of moments. Jackson and I will head down the hallway. We'll be fine. We got the Little Piddles holiday weekend wrap-up.
That's right.
It sounds like the same old weekend wrap-up you have every week to me. But it's special this time because there was another day.
Yeah, it's like a bonus day.
Okay.
Extra Cardinal game.
Yep. All right.
But to make up for the missing one Friday, which,
Hashtag strategic rainout.
strategic
The guy I
clearance.
follow for daily fantasy is like, I don't know what they're doing in St. Louis. He goes, they're not starting the game and there's no rain. And then an hour later he goes, now they're going to say they're starting the game and now there's rain. And then sure enough, Miles Michaelis is out playing catch. Meanwhile, Eminaga is actually getting warmed up and then magically.
Good morning.
Yes, exactly. And if anything, like I said, Doug, I'm not going to tip my cap. I'm going to doff my cap.
See him doff it?
Okay.
I'm going to doff my cap.
I didn't think they were going to get the game on Saturday.
Saturday was gorgeous. Sunday, I think you're talking
Sunday.
about.
That went away out of
Oh,
nowhere.
yeah. Well, they didn't start, though, till 8:40.
Yeah, it was like a 2.5 hour delay. But, man, those clouds looked like they were going nowhere.
I saw a picture where the field looked like a lake at
Yeah.
one point.
ESPN tweeted that, like the stairs.
flooding stairs, yeah.
It was crazy.
I love Larry and happy that he is working. That's from Stephen Wildwood.
Yeah, we all love Larry.
There you go, Doug.
He's been a long time
More sentiments
contributor.
like that on Stephen Wildwood's fan page.
Positive.
I'm sure a lot of
Dallas.
positivity.
That's why I'm a member.
Should I become a member?
Yeah, let's go into Stephen Wildwood's fan page. We need more fan pages.
Well-dressed Tony texted me that Larry Nickel looks to be on hold in the YouTube chat. Guess he
Must not have been happy about it. Jackson, have you filtered out the emails? Because you never know.
I have.
And you feel good about where we are.
As good as I'll be.
Okay, fair enough. It's time for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. Oh, leather skin tough. Weathered face. No, I'm not talking about Iggy. I'm talking about what you get when you marry a Lake of the Ozarks lizard. But this email is about my holiday weekend. It too was tough, for I was filtered on Friday. You can't handle the truth. We live in a world that has FCC regulations, and those regulations have to be perilously tested. Who's going to do it? You, Lieutenant Ledoux? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You reprimand me with the deletion of my 30 seconds of work whilst at a Jefferson County stoplight. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing that my email, while illegal, probably would have made Tim smile. And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, probably saves lives.
No.
You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about it at parties. You want me writing butchy emails. You need me writing butchy emails. I use words like backdoor exploration, stretching the chocolate starfish, sphincter exploration. I use these words as the backbone of a life spent creating something. You use them as a punchline. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom that I provide and then questions the manner in which I provide it. I would rather you just said, good email, and went on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a laptop and make a post. Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you're entitled to. Doug, that's from Phil, and then his last name's Lacio.
Wow.
Phil Lacio.
And Young, the Strode man wanted to show that 5 wood to Tim. Literally the only reason he's been toting that club around the workplace.
It's the driver.
He almost let that part slip. By the way, Tim. Hey, Tim, look at me club. It's a wood. Huh? Guess you could say I got wood, right, Tim? Tim!
Oh.
Oh, you're doing a live read. Shut up, Doug. Stop interrupting the live read. Oh, that was me? Well, that's just your opinion. Okay, I'll catch you later. Thanks. That's from number one Asian intern, Brian Henson, a.k.a. ASMR Algorithm. I, too, like my steaks medium, Jackson. You do you, boo.
Brian Henson with a strong email.
Hey, ladies, check this out. Eggs past the expiration date? Well, if it's within the requisite 5-month safe zone, leave them out on the counter for a few hours and they'll be good as new. Yep, that's what I call cooking on a budget. Give it a try and let me know. TheGrill111 at AOL.com. Include nudes, no dudes. Thanks, and Anyang. Number one Asian intern, Brian Henson. A really underrated part of that bit of magic was when the Strode Man explained how he found said poverty tip whilst playing one of those pop-up quizzes that definitely mine user information and peddle it on the black market. Is that what they do?
Brian Henson, point 2.
You have to click a skippable ad. That's a little suspect.
Yeah.
Just know you're getting mined, cuz.
Friday's Lake of the Ozarks discussion really triggered the TMA subreddit. Oh, is that true? Chairman Kurt, I feel like you're kind of our correspondent.
No, I wasn't on there this weekend.
Doug, were you? Did you
No,
get
I
a chance?
wasn't on there this weekend.
Jackson, did you have a... You don't look at it.
I don't even know how to get there.
The incels were not pleased with the Lodo bashing. Here's a small sample of one of their biggest gripes. Quote, it's pretty ironic that a guy with a carport thinks Osage Beach is Hoosier. The lake might smell a bit, but it certainly isn't infested with E. coli like Ledoux Boy claims.
I didn't claim that at all.
I'd never take a vacation recommendations from a guy who refuses to admit that he has a gambling problem. Is that me? Am I the one with a gambling problem, according to the Reddit? Is that a serious thing?
Yeah.
Like, what's the premise?
I think just you bringing up lines with them. I don't know. I'm not going to try to get into the minds of those creeps.
What an odd thing. But whatever, it's fine. The Lake thread offers a lot of insight about the type of person who posts on the TMA subreddit page. They themselves are a bunch of poverty-stricken sads with hurt feelings who can't even afford a trip to Destin. They're the uncouth masses who dropped out of St. Charles West wearing denim on a rented pontoon. Those poor Redditors are mad at wealthy people because they grew up to be unwashed diabetics with neckbeards. Neckbeard's a sign of poverty?
I would think so, yeah.
Really? What is a neckbeard?
Where you don't shave anything all around your neck.
Is that right?
Yeah. Let it grow long.
Kind of the international sign of incels.
Really? Really?
Yeah. But those in the know. Neckbeards is a term that you would call someone.
Is that
who's
right?
like
Have you heard that, Chairman Kurt?
Yeah, I've heard that.
a basement dweller.
I am learning so much from
Mouth
the
breathers.
JV golf coaches.
Knuckle draggers.
Right.
As children, their special treat was when they went to Raging Rivers and discovered that their mom packed an extra bologna and mayo sandwich in their sack lunch. They're mad at the world in general for being poor. No wonder they hate TMA so much. They have the same amount of skill as you talentless ass clowns, but you guys get to goof around on the radio for a living. The average TMA Redditor would kill to sweat his balls off in a tiny closet with a broken air conditioning and urinals constantly flushing in the distance. They want to get paid to aimlessly wander in and out of the studio like a homeless drifter with drenched trousers and make wild statements like, aliens aren't real because they don't have Wi-Fi in outer space. Those disgruntled Redditors would love to incorrectly claim that Scott Baio owns Twitter and incoherently ramble on about their boring dreams. Those beefy dudes would give anything to wear a yellow flotation diaper on a free work vacation, but they're stuck stocking shelves at Schnucks. That's from the JV golf coach.
Oh. Yeah,
golf coach.
I pulled up this thread. It's got a lot of traction.
The Lake of the Ozarks thread?
Mm-hmm. And they're holding you and Iggy accountable for not being willing to start a fire or set up a tent.
Me?
Like I can?
I don't understand.
Yeah, if I was at the Ozarks, it wouldn't be camping. We'd be in a house somewhere.
Also, all of them minus Jackson are scared to do anything camping or outdoors related except golf. Could you imagine Tim or Iggy trying to start a fire or set up a tent?
I don't camp.
I
want that out there.
No.
I don't camp. I don't like camping.
No.
I'm not good at it. I never want to do it again.
I bet Tim could start a fire.
I don't know. I just don't really want to.
Right.
Depending on what you had.
But I got nothing against people who enjoy the outdoors. This is not what I like. Yeah. I don't know.
I was a Boy Scout, so I know how to do all that.
There you go.
I bet you couldn't start a fire from nothing.
I don't know anybody that could.
Well, you roll the sticks
you
together.
Couldn't do it. You couldn't build
No,
that.
I'm sure I couldn't either. No.
well, I can build a fire. Just give me some kindling, some wood, and I got a lighter.
Take that.
Well, anybody could do that.
Well, that's how you start a fire. What do you think? We're living in the Stone Ages?
We didn't start.
Well, but if you didn't
You don't go camping without a lighter?
If you didn't have a lighter, how would you do it? There's people
I
that
wouldn't.
can do it, but there's people that can.
Well, good for them.
Well, that's what the guy's
I wouldn't go
talking
camping
about.
without a lighter. That's stupid.
Well, okay.
I'll do it.
That's for the 314. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a Redditor.
Is that guy done? Because I like that email.
JV Golf Coach is complete.
JV Golf Coach is complete.
And finally, the Cardinals are coming. Tra-la, tra-la. If we can just keep having games rained out so we can skip the dreaded fifth spot in our rotation while also stockpiling rain delays to the point while the visiting teams are so effing tired of St. Louis, they lose the will to win and just want to get games over with as quickly as possible. We can nurse our record above 500 and contend for that third wild card. That's not going to go well on a shirt. I heard the tornado sirens going off on Sunday for some reason. There were no tornadoes in Maryland Heights. Sure, my neighbors took a break from their parking lot cricket match to cover their vehicles with trash mattresses, but no tornadoes. Here, take a look at this garbage that hasn't been picked up that I'm definitely tweeting out during the show.
Take what you want.
This weather is sponsored by James Carlton. If you have hail damage and want the specifics of the garage situation at your home, call attention to on a live broadcast. Call James Carlton. Ours is the type of presentation where the producer feels free to drop in at any time and humble brag about ordering a medium steak and a Pinot Noir and dodge questions about where his significant other went to high school. Sure, I went to Priory, but I'm sending my kids to Webster or worse. Okay, gotta go now. I'm wheels up to Seattle for Pearl Jam tonight. Not sure if I'll be able to wake up early enough to email in tomorrow. I might have to email into Mitch in the morning instead. Doug, that's Buck Swope.
Is it? Buck Swope with a nice email this morning.
That's what we have for the designer heating cool.
Nice humble brag at the end.
Okay. I'm going to go with a new fellow by the name of Phil Lazio. Phil Lazio, the leadoff hitter.
Kevin Miller? First one?
I don't know who it was.
That was well put together. Unusual for him. But I like JV Golf Coach.
I like JV Golf Coach as well. Congratulations, JV Golf Coach. You have won. And I think now has a 2-goal lead. Am I right?
Yeah.
This JV Golf Coach has mounted a Sunday charge and now leads over Brian Henson and Buck Swope by 2. This could be his time.
Could well be his time.
Congratulations, JV
When
Golf.
did Henson win?
He won 4.
Henson's
4?
won. Yeah, he's been prolific.
Wow. I haven't voted for him, so you guys both voted for him 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's had some strong emails.
Not really.
Well, he has. He's won 4 times.
Jackson and I we're in the middle of our time slot right now, but the time slot's down the hallway where they're not happy with us. It's balloon party. We got to go. Bye.
You're hearing TMA all day on KPNT HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. Featuring the morning after live from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then a full show replay from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.